I'm Colin.
And I am Justin.
And we're here to save Canada from itself.
Bad taste comes in all shapes and guises. And today's crop, well, it comes via a Scottish family who allegedly think that they know how to put the tartan to tartan.
Yes, a bad house is about to become a great house because it's time for another home heist.
Oh my God.
Trauma. Hey, your home has just been heisted. You don't have any say in anything.
I've been a wee bit worried since the beginning.
Wow.
Hey, wait a minute.
Design X-ray specs. I need to see what's really going on behind these closed doors. Ah!
What?
It's worse than I thought. We need to save these people.
Stop the run! We here. We love this kilted warriors. Yes. Oh, Justin, it doesn't bode well. I thought the time warp was a dance, not a design.
It's a long time since I've seen a carpet with varicose veins. Oh my God.
That is just hideous.
Oh my God.
Trauma.
There's been a hurricane in Scotland that's gone through every joke shop and deposited it here in Canada.
People in Scotland do not live like that. Daddy, could you get me a wee dram from the bar? No one I know has tartan wallpaper. Hey, a wee laddie, a wee dram for you, big man. Nobody wears tartan in really bizarre patterns. Well, nobody much.
Hey,
nobody does it.
Now, I'm loving any bathroom that's got a lap dancing pole at the end of it.
Oh my goodness, I've seen it all. It's the wallpaper, it's everything. It's that light above it, it's that horrible, look at that horrible ceiling.
It's all thoroughly wrong. Every single bit about that house is completely not Colin and Justin. These people are taking the piss out of us, it's got to be said.
Here's Johnny.
We've been in Canada 40 years past the beginning of the year. We've lived in this house for 31 years, and it's our 50th wedding anniversary in September.
My room, the basement. Down the stairs in the winter is cold. It's not very nice.
Especially the one major wall. That's got to go.
My wall of fame. It's very sentimental to me.
He just filled the whole wall.
I would hate to lose that.
You have to lose that, for goodness sake. Is his room. That's what's got to change. It's got to become our family room. Our girls have got to love going down there, my granddaughters. And the new babies, when they come over, they've got to love going down there. Everybody's got to enjoy it.
I take that house as a direct assault on our designer divinity.
Indeed, but if anyone can turn the tide on this tartan terror, well, it's us.
Do you know, we knew exactly where we were going to find this gruesome twosome. Working on the premise that they absolutely love their golf, we thought, well, why not go down to the golf course and face them?
Do you know, to rub their noses really into it, we've hijacked their minibar. What's your handicap?
I can't walk in flat shoes. Do you know, this is Scotland. Down to a T, my lovelies, down to a T.
Has anyone seen Sheena Easton? Right, hold on. What's that tree? Hello.
Just a bit, because you see the hills going down to the hall?
Yeah.
Is that them there? Look, Justin, they're there. Right, shh, quietly.
Oh! Oh, nice! Son of a gun! We're Colin and Justin!
And your home has just been heisted.
Surprised.
Absolutely amazed.
Had no idea.
Awesome.
This is about to kick off for you chaps. We have been a pair of very naughty boys because we have had a wander around your
You
house.
were there, son of a gun.
We've brought you bad taste on wheels.
Well, I checked the pencil marks. When I saw all my stuff with the golf cart, the son of a gun, they stole my bar.
When we went down to your basement, it was like an explosion in a bad taste Scottish jumble sale. It was like rockin' shortbread gone wrong. It was like Bonnie Prince Charlie on acid.
Come on, George. You've got to let go, OK?
Actually, wait a minute.
They took the smashing of that hideous tartan doll so well
Colin McAllister just decapitated a doll.
that actually bodes very well for how they're going to react to the whole makeover, you know.
There's been a murder. We are Scotland the brave. They will become Scotland the slave.
Slange River.
Here's to a bonny Scotland. All the way from Scotland via Canada. Get ready, because this one's going to be awesome. Now, to enlighten somebody, you need to show them the way forward. Well, OK, it's old news that this house needs a major refurb, but what is newer news is that lovely George here has produced a gorgeous corsage to rival my favourites.
Yes, jealousy, that's what it is.
Do you know what? You're obviously a creative chap who likes a splash of colour, so what happened with this place?
Look at that. I would wear that on a Saturday night out with a lot of lipstick.
And the thing that worries me is that little bench there.
Do you know what I reckon that is? That's the perfect opportunity for guests to your house to come down the stairs and sit down here and prepare themselves for the horror of what lies in there.
Oh, yeah, a bit, mate.
Ah!
All I can say, an explosion in a tartan gift shop.
Nonsense, it's beautiful, man. No, but what's wrong with that?
Everything's wrong with it, George.
It's migraine-inducing.
Go away, man.
It's like a tartan mental health ward.
Look at the size of that telly.
You know, I come down here and I put the idiot box on. It's kind of like a man thing in it.
And this is a little bit exclusive at the moment, isn't it?
Yes.
It's very
This is
blokey.
strictly-
It's like a pub, and it's not really a place for a lady.
It's a man's room. I would like an area, sort of for me, where I can sit back, put my feet up.
Now, come on, Margaret, let's all get in here because this actually is the smallest room. Come on, everyone in. How can you actually sit down there? How can you wipe your bottom? And Margaret, can you shed some light on this? Now, are you really Whitney's answer to the Pussycat Dolls, or is that a downpipe?
That's a downpipe, and it's monstrous, isn't it?
Isn't it bad? Are you familiar with the concept of pole dancing? I'm thinking
Yes.
Margaret in a black leather basket suspenders with a pair of nipple shields on that and a huge big blonde wig, huge big glass heels twirling down that.
Do you know what? I hope that we're that frisky when we're in our 70s.
Oh, don't get dirty now, please. Married 22 years, rarely troubled, if
Maybe
you're
I
with
would
me.
still stuff some money into your G-string.
Would
I'd
you?
want change, but I'd still
What am I, a
stuff
slot
money.
machine?
Still a lot of life of the old dog yet.
This is your spare bedroom, but there's no sight of a bed. There's a crazy exercise bench, hundreds of granny gobble crochet.
Right, okay, a throw on a sofa is not supposed to induce other people to throw up over the sofa, okay? It's supposed to enhance the design.
Do you know what I see? I see a grandfather and a grandmother who have a brilliant family who are incredibly proud of their grandchildren.
Right.
Your house, though, guys, I mean this in a nice way, is stuck in the past. What a lovely couple you are, stuck in the past. We've kind of analysed everything that we think is wrong with it, and we've seen 3 key areas that we'd like to use kind of as lessons, I guess, to help it all change. And the first of them is pattern. Everywhere you look, every surface, every wall, pattern everywhere. We need to play that right down and make it much, much more considered.
Sounds good.
Lesson number 2 is quality over quantity. People get obsessed with the number of rooms they have at home. We're going to wipe away that thinking, you know, we're going to lavish you with larger rooms that are of a much higher quality rather than little shoeboxes.
Now you're talking my language.
Point number 3. This house should be all about luxury. So we want to turn your whole house into a really indulgent place where George and Margaret can become the new George and Margaret for the next 30 years.
But there is some bad
Don't
news.
tell me.
You have to come with us on a journey. You have to learn the error of your ways, George. You have to come with us as we put together this house and be part of the build of this as well. Very hands-on, because we need you guys to change as much as we need the house to change.
I'll really try hard, honest.
In other words, you've got to roll up your sleeves and get involved.
And do you know what? I'm going to take this and drape it around myself just in case I have to collect money outside the local multiplex.
I've been a wee bit worried since the beginning. I mean, after all, it is my wee house.
I need $10. I want to go to the opera.
It's time to get rid of the tartan tat and make it
Exactly.
gorgeous, just like that.
Absolutely lovely people. Terrible Tartan house, though.
Which is where our fabulous mobile style laboratory comes in, because this place is where we start formatting all our gorgeous ideas.
Oh, do you know what? I'm right in the mood for a gay Gordon.
Me too. Let the wind go high, let the wind go low. Let it go. Anyway, back to business. Let's have another wee look.
On the planet.
Look at them, Colin. Look at them in there. They're just too precious. We need to show them that you can have tartan without having tart. We need to show them that you can have all things Scottish and elegant without the chaos. We want to take the hog out of Hogmanay. We want to take the tart out of tartan. We want to put it all in one big, glossy Colin and Justin Highland Hideaway package.
Yes! I know what we should do first.
What?
Let's get stoned.
No.
Stones.
I love the idea of that.
Why don't we do a feature wall inspired by those fabulous kind of like, I don't know, little dikes that you get in the Scottish Highlands?
Okay.
That would be gorgeous.
If we're going to make that a really gorgeous focal point with a big stone wall, we do need to have a fireplace. I think something along these lines is absolutely perfect. The only snag is it's all electric down there. There's no gas, so we're going to have to go for a flame effect rather than a real flame. All the visual return of a big red-hot fiery furnace,
Gorgeous.
and much, much easier in terms of maintenance as well than gas. And if we're taking all that tartan off the walls, I'd like to give them tartan back in a much more academic and intelligent way. I'm thinking plaid furniture. Okay,
Through the soft furnishing.
it's the easiest way to kind of get that finish in there because wallpaper restricts you further down the line. So, in a nutshell, living room, rec room, stone wall, plaid covered, possibly yellows and blues, lemons, that kind of thing for upholstery.
Stone wall, great fireplace.
And then one last thing. George loves entertaining. He had commandeered that downstairs area pretty much for himself before. It's going to be a shared zone now, but let's not exclude the fact that he likes to entertain. Let's find a nice drinks cabinet. Let's position it out in the hallway so we give that hallway area a real function.
So moving into the room next door, you know, we've got a really insignificant little WC in there, terrible bedroom. And you know what, I'm more about the quality over quantity. So why don't we take out that entire section, the cupboards, all the walls in there, and leave ourselves with this fabulous, large, rectangular zone, perfect to turn into the ultimate home spa.
Exactly. Why don't we do something that really works around the whole stone theme again that we used in the rec room, but this time, instead of those lovely soft sandstone colours, let's go dramatic slate grey.
I mean, tiles like this
Oh, that's gorge.
would be fantastic, you know, and it does have this kind of strangely regimented and yet organic haphazard pattern.
Imagine coming home to this as your bathroom, big statement bath, symmetrically positioned, storage either side, gorgeous objet d'art, discreet storage underneath, lit from above.
We're just fitted spa, treatment, luxury, indulgence. They so deserve this.
Oh, this is just too good for words. Do you know what we are? We are the new Nova Scotia, two Scottish boys bringing a little bit of our country to Canada.
Indeed, can you imagine it? Scottish bad taste meets Scottish good taste head on in a designer collision.
It is a battle of the wits.
Too good. How are we?
Yet again, sir.
Yeah.
Look at you, Cheryl.
Let's do
Even
this.
more convincing as a transsexual
Well,
gender
you know,
person
we
to
have to keep the standards up there.
Now, guys, it's about that time. You are designer criminals. We're here to rehabilitate. You've sold your soul to the devil in that house as far as Decor is concerned.
Yes, we did.
We are now in charge.
Now, before we begin, we need to ask you for something. We need your house keys. There was the keys that he's resisting.
There you go.
That's definitely
Now,
the house
from
key.
now on in, we, with our team, are in charge of every change that goes on in there. You've proved that you're out of control, and it's all going to start here.
Okie dokie.
Everything that's here's gotta go. So the wallpaper, carpet's gonna get ripped up. Tartan, gone. Gone, gone, gone. Ceiling, gone. Lighting, gone. Window treatments, gone.
Look at that stuff.
Sure, we're ready to help out.
We are ready.
Whatever you need, except
Willing
if you,
and
I
able.
hope you don't want me to hammer wood or something. I'm not good with a hammer.
Give us some Scottish welly, Margaret. Way!
I'll hammer anything.
George is going for it. They're like a couple of tartan tearaways.
This here used to be a small powder room and a small spare bedroom here. We've blown it all out to make a nice, grand, spa-type bathroom.
Oh, my God.
Hey!
Where did my bath
Wow! Do you remember your tiny little toilet there?
yes.
And the big bed, well, the little bedroom here?
This is amazing.
Brilliant.
Can I tell you why we did this? Because that toilet was too small for a
Yeah,
house like
yes.
this. And this little bedroom area here, it wasn't really being used for anything. Well, we want to address all of that and make this a big sharing combined space where the new face of George and Margaret, which will replace the desperately designer criminal face of George and Margaret, takes place. I promise you, with my heart, my Scottish heart, you are going to love this room.
Tell them.
It's going to be a gorgeous, big, luxurious spa-type bathroom. Believe you.
Spa-size bathroom, I'll just think I've died and gone to heaven.
Fabulous. Now, Margaret and George, come on into your beige bedroom. Now,
beige bedroom.
your beige palace, absolutely.
Because you are offenders, I'm afraid we need you both to wear one of these T-shirts.
Oh, well, that. So if it's not Scottish, it's crap.
This is our penance.
Now, there's another catch as well, because from now on, until our project is finished, this room is off bounds. You mustn't come in this room under any circumstances, and we won't even allow you to ask us why. Off limits.
So right now, the bathroom, it's completely gutted and it's ready to be prepped to have all of these lovely fixtures to come in. We have to make sure that a box is built for the tub and that everything is in the exact place because it's very critical because it just gets dropped. And then we'll tile as well.
Now, Garrison, I don't care what anybody else says about you. You've always been perfectly amenable with me, always been happy to attend to any crisis in development. But what we want to do, Garrison, this wall across here, we want to be kind of a reminder of the Scottish hills and lovely kind of granity colours and stone colours and heather colours. So we have this amazing product, which is just pant-pickingly gorgeous.
Beautiful, yeah.
It's all pre-sized, pre-measured, and it comes as a tile. It is heavy as hell. So I need you to give me some type of fabulous assurance that you can cover this whole wall without any of this falling off and knocking my eye out.
Yeah, well, definitely. We may have to tie it, but we'll get it in there.
Just to give you guys at home an idea what that feels like, if you imagine about 4 huge bags of sugar, that's the weight in each of those tiles.
Do you know, there's a beautiful vibe in the house today. The sun's shining, everyone's positive. The work's I can't believe that it's 5 to 12.
We're doing so well.
Apart from me, of course, what's the dominant feature in this room?
And me.
Apart from you?
The bed, obviously.
The bed! Think of how much of the space this actually accounts for decor-wise. Any colour we put on that bed will actually dictate the colour of the bedroom, you know? So sometimes people spend a whole lot of money wasted on the walls when really a change of bedding is all you need to change the mood, you know? And that's what we're going to do in here. Great headboard there, keep it low slung, some nice new furniture to tie in with the headboard, beautiful new bedding, really simple, really fabulous, really quick and easy, really George and Margaret.
This project should be so good and so well planned that I have nothing else to do. I can lay in bed and you can come with me.
That's all I need to know. I have had a bedroom experience with a woman. Oh my God, I'm on top.
Have you ever been with a man, Garrison?
Never.
Never?
No, I'm not interested.
You're not?
I'd rather pound away at the floor. Let me get you going, like, flat chairs, soft furnishings.
Because I've always said I could tuck, I could wear lip gloss.
This is weird.
And turn the lights down. You're none the wiser.
I'm gonna throw up.
Action.
You better get off it if we're going to roll it.
Gonna go so fast, I can't bend down flat.
We've hated that carpet for a long time.
I'm supposed to be the one that can't bend down.
So it was really quite enjoyable rolling up.
Okay.
Thank you, George.
Anytime you need a hand, just give us a shout.
Well, when we need professional help, we'll call you.
Today's lesson in our design school is that too much plaid can be bad.
We have two rather fabulous outfits for you. George, if you could pop yourself into that shirt, and we'll tell you the next stage of your journey later on.
Exactly. Get changed.
You need to do this to school. Is that everybody wants it?
Yeah, they're fab fun. We've got a brilliant project ahead of us, but they don't even know we've started yet.
Not got a clue where we're going, and nobody will tell us anything.
It's a secret. It's a
Secret.
Hope it's not to the funny farm.
Just wait to see what we've got planned.
All these people that's around about us, we made spectacles of ourselves and everybody else around us.
Hold on, right. Is it all getting too much for you?
A little bit.
Is it? Are you feeling a wee bit overdone? It's warm.
Yes.
Do you know what? Isn't this perfect proof?
Oh, absolutely.
That sometimes too much Scottishness can be a bad thing. Do you know, this man has inflicted his taste on you for long enough. What if we could take your fabulous basement from looking like this and make it look a wee bit more like this?
Absolutely.
Would that be a good thing?
That would be the very best thing.
That is all we need to
But
know.
Margaret, I know there's something else that you want to know. You want to ask him what's worn underneath the kill, don't you?
Shoes and socks.
Yes, we understand this lesson very much.
Very well. Never happen again.
Too much plaid, we have proved, is bad. The right balance is perfect.
Absolutely, but at the same time, I'm still thinking, you know, if it ain't Scottish, it's that.
So it's day 3 of construction, and I think we're in really good shape. The rec room is looking fabulous. The fireplace is in, and the guys are working hard to make sure everything's plastered, sanded, and ready for paint, which is great.
So make sure you're out a little bit, and then push it up. Exactly.
It's heavy. It's very heavy, but it's good, yeah. It's boom, boom, boom.
In the bathroom, we've got our framings all done for our new tub. We have to put the rest of our insulation and our vapor barrier, put our drywall up, and paint.
I'll have to be honest with you, I thought there were single bricks.
The bathroom, it's progressing. I still want to see a little bit more drywall, stuff like that, but Garrison's still working on the frame for the tub. The guys have about a day and a half left. So I'm here in the bedroom, and Colin and Justin wanted a very, very pale gray blue, and all of the trim will be in white. So it's all about being very crisp and clean and just like a nice little retreat for George and Margaret.
So we reckon it's time for a lesson in quality bathing.
Ooh, yeah. Fabulous.
Sounds great.
Quality bathing.
Now, you know what? We're transforming your home, and we have taken that terrible little toilet downstairs and that insignificant bedroom, and we're merging them together to create something significant. You know, it is quality over quantity. We're sick of people counting the number of bedrooms. We want luxury indulgence. So many Canadians are actually sacrificing unusable, smaller 3rd, 4th, 5th bedrooms to transform them into luxurious spa bathrooms, and they are reaping the benefits from that.
Our 50-year-old wee bungalow, do you know, it's no wee bit over the top, maybe, where you get the same effect that you're talking about, even in that place?
Yeah, you would. In any house, you can create something that's majestic. In any bathroom, you can create something that's fabulous. But you can create, without spending as much money, similar looks just with gorgeous candles, beautiful artwork, an accent colour of drama. Do you know what? Anybody at home watching this doesn't have to spend as much as we're going to do in your bathroom to create a wonderful space.
I think if you want to create a spa at home, you know, I think one of the things you've got to do is scale up the bath. You know, that is the money shot, if you like. That's the killer item. Try and bring down the importance of the loo. You don't have to have it sitting right next to the bath. You know, try and actually annex that off somewhere discreet, and then keep the finishes to a minimum.
Nowadays, the choice you have is just amazing compared to what you used to be. I mean, you used to go into these stores, you were lucky if there was 2 tubs to say, okay, we'll have the round one and we'll have the other one, you know. Now you've got such a choice, it's great.
Even the whole kind of like spa baths.
Yeah.
You know, this is a fantastic one, isn't it? It looks really indulgent, really luxurious, and at the same time, it's not too large.
Shoes off, in you go.
Well,
yeah, watch the
that was a good fit. Yeah.
So, Margaret and George, are you up to speed with this whole luxury, indulgent idea?
Yes, very much so.
We're effectively losing a room here, but we're going to gain so much.
Well,
But that room was never used anyway.
I was just going to
so-
say that. It's going to be used, I can assure you.
Good.
It's extremely hot. Everybody's just sweating their butts off.
Can you see that I'm melting?
It's pretty hot. That's got to be about 32 degrees, 33 degrees plus the humidity, maybe 40.
That can't be sexy.
We should have been in the pool right now, really.
Gotta love Canadian summers.
Right, where's that hive of activity? Cheryl!
Cheryl?
Garrison!
Garrison?
Where's everyone? The Marie Celeste of Home Reno. Hello!
Cheryl?
They must be in the yard.
We've bloody done a bunk.
We've been abandoned.
I'll tell you this, I hate surprises. They better not bloody jump out on us.
Are they under here? Meanwhile, our team are having a pool party. Aha! As soon as your back's turned, this is what happens. It's party season. Is this a Canadian thing? Graham, that's got to be a stick-on.
What is that? So, the deal is we disappear off, we come back, you're having a party, the house isn't finished. Joking aside, guys, it's got to happen, so I don't mind a bit of fun, but we need to get this project pulled back into shape.
Back to work.
Let me rephrase that. Back to work.
The electrician's got everything all roughed in for us for our sconces and our switches. Carpet guys are coming on Monday, which is tomorrow, so we got to have it all ready for them. In the bathroom, we've got our framings all done for our new tub. We got tile to put in here, and of course, behind the fixtures. This will be the last room that we walk out of. Just a matter of getting it done, getting to work today.
Oh, right, come on, you two,
Okay.
you three. You know, the work is commencing at a pace. And I think Justin and I both feel that it's time for a bit of a rehabilitation for you two.
Okay.
Okay, you ready for a Colin and Justin designer lesson?
Absolutely.
I think the problem with kind of like electronics, especially obnoxious ones, is how to actually integrate them into a design. When you're actually designing someone's room, there shouldn't be one thing that truly dominates. You're looking for harmony, for cohesion.
We've brought you down here for a lesson in discrete technology because what we surmised, having looked at your house, is that your television is overpowering downstairs in your basement.
Okay, now this lesson is not about packing your television away in the garage and not watching Colin and Justin. It's about integrating your technology into your space. But for a successful design to actually exist, you know, we both feel that the TV should never be the focal point.
With our TV, it's always been like, where we're going to put the TV, and then we'll put the furniture to suit the television.
The way that people buy their televisions and the way that people buy their sound and vision equipment generally is quite random. So maybe somebody will buy a big, lovely television, and then 6 months later they'll buy something to go with it that doesn't have the same kind of packaging, if you like. I mean, people do that generally with their homes. They think, I love that chair. Oh, blimey, I love that sofa. Oh, I love that cabinet.
Yeah.
They never stop and think, or take a breath and think, will that work with another thing?
Where am I putting it and what's it
Yeah,
going with?
exactly.
Yeah.
That's what we're all about this morning.
I guess we figured, well, we've got to go right in the middle of the room, you dress the furniture around it, which is wrong, according to Colin and Justin, because they are designers.
Now, the basement that we're creating for you, without spoiling the fun of the reveal, is our Highland hideaway for you guys. It's inspired by Scotland with elements of Scotland all over the place. So this kind of configuration would look completely wrong.
Yes, it would.
I mean, that kind of works behind you, doesn't it? I mean, having like a cabinet that actually matches the speakers, and then you actually keep like your DVDs all actually hidden away discreetly.
I'm looking forward, yes, to this Beautiful room, I know it's going to be gorgeous, with this TV discreetly somewhere where we can watch it if we want, but if we don't want to watch it, it's not going to be something that your eyes keep going to it. It should be there, but not the main focal point of the room.
I mean, isn't this the ultimate in indulgence?
What we're trying to do isn't really this. We're trying to find a way of being able to enjoy this kind of thing, but within the structure of your living room.
Our room, yeah.
So we have kind of got the message across that, yes, there was a problem with their living room, which of course leads us to one rather fascinating point, and that is that we now have to find them a solution.
Right, you two, no necking in the front there.
It could be in some parts of Canada that the way they hide their televisions is that they park a moose in front of it. Hit the lights, projectionist.
We've been looking at this tub.
Yeah.
Garrison, it's not white.
It's not white. Look at this. White.
It's in the toilet seat.
There's only one way to spell that, right?
No, that's white. No, it's definitely
No, man, that's not white.
That's like a
That's
linen
yellow.
or ivory or something.
Pulling a fast one. It's Sunday, right?
We gotta put this in today. She's gonna freak.
Oh, yeah.
Cheryl, we got some trouble here. We got a bad tub. It's linen.
No way! Are you kidding me?
It's not white. Doesn't match the toilet seat. Doesn't match the toilet. We gotta get another tub right away. Okay?
We're screwed.
We gotta get this tub in today. So you usually put the tubs in, then we cover the tub up and finish the rest of the bathroom. And all tubs are different, so you have to build whatever you have to build is for the tub to just drop right in there. If we don't get the right size tub, you'll have to tear that thing down and rebuild.
I think I'll just go get some fiberglass, make my own friggin' tub.
I'm feeling pretty nervous because I don't know what's going on with the tub, whether we're actually gonna get a white one.
In the rec room, there's a lot of finishing touches that really need to be done. The hallway at the bottom of the stairs still needs a few more coats of plaster.
The master bedroom, I thought that was supposed to be finished yesterday, and we had problems with the paint drying.
Time is not in our favor.
Is somebody smuggling crack?
Where are you, George? Come with me.
I guess we're winding down to the grand finale, so we're just really getting excited now.
On a scale of 1 to gorgeous, you will wet your peddy pants. This is really so getting there.
Oh, wow.
Look at what our team did.
Look at these.
Oh, man!
It's always what
Deer
we
things.
want.
Deer things, these weren't just deer, darling, they were expensive.
Awfully expensive.
Aye, obviously. Can I say for the animal lovers back home, these are synthetic horn. Do you know that's not the real horniness? I mean, the thing is, guys, in basement rooms like this, there very often are no features or any kind of inherent detail that gives the room presence. So as a starting point, we've put in this gorgeous stone wall, almost as a reminder of dry stone diking. Yeah. So that is our accent wall, and that immediately commands attention the minute you walk into the room.
We're looking forward just to being able to go down there, relax, enjoy, and I know Colin and Justin promised me a corner for me, so I'm sure there'll be a nice, comfortable corner for me with my reading and my knitting and all my stuff.
Now, another thing that's really important is this hallway area here, because some people overlook the hallway. The hallway isn't just a passage to other rooms. Colin and Justin hallways are rooms in themselves. So it's so important to us that this bit of ground here leads you beautifully into that zone.
Right, into
leads you
the room,
beautifully
yeah.
into that zone, and also up the stairs. It's not a hall, it's a room, and we never forget that.
Now look at the size of this space. And even with a Graham and a Garrison in here and a fabulous electrician. Come on, let's go stand in here. Come on, Margot, let's have a bath together. Get here. Hey! Don't you just love that we've got the tub bang on in the middle? So this is our focal point. You walk in there,
And the first thing you see is
impact
this.
zone is here.
Honestly, it never crossed my mind it was going to come out something like this.
Well, you know, stay tuned, George, because this room is going from insignificant to significant.
Boggles the mind.
Anyway, chaps, you two have been a joy to have around as we've transformed your home, but it's that point in the project where we say thank you very much for your help so far. Now, you're wearing at the moment, if it's not Scottish, it's a crap t-shirt. You can come back wearing your own clothes.
Oh, thank you so
Magic.
much.
Thank you very much.
Be off with you!
Off you go. We'll see you in rebuilding. Take care, guys.
Bye, thank you.
You're welcome.
I just can't wait to share the whole basement redone with the family.
Get on with the job.
one thing on my mind. We walked into the bathroom and there's no bath.
Well, it was actually the wrong color.
Bathrooms can be any color as long as they're white. We specified a white bathroom.
I specified a white one as well when we ordered it.
So what's the solution?
So the solution is taking it back to the supplier, and we're trying to get the white one.
For
No
anything
moaning.
else. Well, only moaning if
No.
the bath is the wrong
No
color.
moaning today. No
boning and no boning.
It's got to be the same size tub. If it's not the same tub, then we've done all the tiling for one specific size, right? Tubs come in all sizes. If we go bigger, we're screwed, so no, we need the right tub. Or we'll have to tear it down and rebuild that quick.
Oh, yay! My carpets have arrived.
We're just down to the ground, or we're going right inside with it? What's the deal here? What's going on?
This piece is short, around 10 inch.
Are you guys short, or did we order short?
Looks like you ordered short.
Awesome.
We moved this wall back to accommodate the bigger door. We wanted to put a bigger door in here. So basically, it's our fault.
So our handy carpet guy here, hopefully skilled enough to join two seams flawlessly for us.
Yeah, it can be done.
That's all we need to hear. That's all we need to hear.
Can I just say that that actually is not a fabulous piece of furniture that's being delivered, not at all. It's actually portable toilets because Graham has blocked the toilet in this house. God knows what is coming out of that man's bottom. It's your body. It's my body. Baby, look, it's the answer to your blockage problems, Graham. Look at this man, Canada.
This is great.
Do you know, he's a fantastic handyman, skilled individual, but if he's doing any work in your home, don't let him have a poo. Baby, the good news, headboard's here, all the bedroom furniture's here, white painted, it'll punctuate that fabulous cool blue.
That better be a white bath, Cheryl. Is it white?
Is it, baby, is it white? It's boneless.
It's boneless!
Darling, it's absolutely polar white and spa-tastic. Progress in this house, I think, is manageable. The bathroom has taken a little bit of time, grout the tiles. There's a lot to be done in there. Yeah. The master bedroom is almost dressed, almost completed. Lamps. The downstairs room's almost done as well. I still want to have this room finished.
We're almost there.
Oh, yeah!
The tub's coming.
At last. Hold on, is it going to fit? Oh, hold on, look. NASA, we don't have any problems. Oh, at last, the day when Scottish good taste triumphs over bad.
Absolutely. Do you know, in the glamorous world of Colin and Justin, there's no such thing as wasted space. Now, previously, this hallway was simply a passage to other zones. Not anymore. We've given it real form and function. A little vignette here with a table and some lighting. It just suggests a little bit of relaxation in a space that would previously have been ignored. And also, in your lovely Canada, where it can be very warm in the summer, this is the coolest part of the house because it's away from the windows.
Now, if a lighting designer could be inspired to take a plain cream shade and outline it in this fabulous ribbon to create something individual, then you can do exactly the same with your paintwork. We've added our own outline simply by using some more latex paint. We've masked off these clever bands to create this wonderful panelled effect.
Now, in our projects, we're all about gorgeous contrasts and creating features and real focus zones. Now, this particular part of the room is my favourite. We've done focal walls of wallpaper before, we've done accent zones of wallpaper, but this, okay, it's $1,000. This gorgeous stone is a really resplendent part of this room.
For the patterned people out there, the people who can't quite shake off having lines, squiggles, dots in the bedroom, keep the pattern to the bed linen and keep the walls plain. And that way, when you get bored and you want to change it, you're not going to have to go to the expense of having to redecorate. All you do to change the mood is change the bed.
Did a good job.
Look at you two.
Hello, guys. Margaret, darling.
George.
Nice to see you, darling.
buddy.
Good to see you, mate.
You look fabulous.
Are you good, man?
What's your
Oh, watch my flowers.
Oh,
Listen,
where are you, George?
In you come,
Let's
George.
get you in here.
It's good to see you both back in your civilian clothes. You've learned your lesson. We've purged you of that demonic designer delinquency, and we've reinvented you and your home as the most stylish and whippy, for goodness sake.
And the proof of the pudding
Is in there.
is in the tasting, and I think it's only right that I can now give you these back. The
You're
keys
now the owners
to
of
your
your home again.
Right back. And there's only one thing left for us to do.
Oh, I know.
Come on.
Shall we go inside?
Come on.
Well, George and Margaret, as you know, we created something rather fabulous behind here, but you don't know quite what's going on. This was previously off limits. As of now,
It was.
it's officially, once again, your bedroom. Would you like a little look?
Yes, please.
Son of a gun. Wow.
God, that's
How did you get-
gorgeous.
Holy moly. How did you manage that in this wee space? Wow.
I can't believe it. It's amazing.
Well, you've got hand-painted furniture, 3 Venetian mirrors, everything's symmetrically arranged with the lamps, with the banding. The banding detail picks up on the curtains and the lamps, and we've gone for, rather than black and white, which can be quite austere, it's cream and white. So it softens monochrome out and makes it much, much more appropriate.
It's not like the same place. You sure it's the same room?
It is.
Same room. But it's downstairs, guys,
Come on.
that we've got to really get excited about.
Oh.
Holy moly.
Oh.
My gosh.
My goodness.
Son of a gun. I'm definitely going to be living down here. Holy cow. Come on.
Well, you think of what it was like before, then this
I don't want to even try and remember what it was like before.
Oh.
We've tried to make it a zone where George and Margaret come together, and it's all about you guys
That's what we want.
sharing.
Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect.
And there's a little detail down here. You had that big overpowering bar in there. We thought we'd give you something a little bit more elegant.
Quickly, worship the bar. We're Scottish.
Well, listen, if you think this is good, guys, come on, wait to see your bathroom. Margaret and George, this is your new spa at home.
No. Okay. Holy moly, you gotta be kidding me.
Do you remember this area here used to be that little toilet? Wall comes down, space opens up, and this becomes a majestic Margaret and George spa at home.
Oh, this is
You completely reversed my house. This is the living areas down here now. I like that.
Oh.
See, doesn't that look like old kind of like Scottish walls?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I love
lovely,
that is lovely.
natural elements.
The 2 disappointing rooms become 1 fabulous room, and another room for you guys to look at this way.
Yes.
Oh, no. Look at that.
Oh, I love it. Oh.
Is this really ours, is it?
This is your new rec room, guys.
Oh, my God.
Can we cast your minds back to how it was when we got it from you?
Yes.
With the golf border everywhere.
And the Tartan
all
paper.
the tartan memorabilia everywhere.
We've taken the tartan off the walls and replaced it with a plaid and the soft furnishings. Proof that you actually can be Scottish and be tasteful as well.
Absolutely.
And that too much plaid, George,
I wasn't-
can be bad.
I wasn't tasteful. I could assure you when I see this.
You know, this looks, it looks like a fashionable kind of Scottish hunting lodge.
Yes, it does.
Doesn't it?
It does.
Have you not noticed anything?
Have you not noticed there's something missing?
TV.
The TV. Where's the TV?
Where's the TV?
This is called the ultimate in remote control. So if you cast your mind over there, let's go.
Oh, look! Isn't that amazing?
The big, obnoxious television can really ruin the look of a lovely look like this. So we needed it to be concealed.
I hadn't even missed the fact the TV wasn't in the room.
No, I never.
So we first, and then whenever you said what's missing, then it clicked.
Let's see what we can find to watch on the telly.
Hi, Greta Greta. It's Kyla. And Amanda.
Oh!
And Marcus, Maya, and Zoe.
Oh, my goodness.
We'd like to a new basement. We love you, and the 5 of us can't wait to see it. Bye. Bye.
Oh, isn't that wonderful?
It's just really lovely for two Scottish blokes to give a lovely Scottish couple in Canada a new home. Ryan, look at that. Margaret, look at you, you soft dude crying with all your lovely mess. I felt like I went home when I went in their house, and now I feel like I'm leaving home again.
But wasn't it nice to actually modernise some of this house? Don't you get crying? He weeps at everything.
I love what I do, and I really love it when it just works out particularly well. And they're just bloody gorgeous people. And it felt like being home for a few days, being in there.
I always laugh when he cries. I'm really sorry. Colin and Justin, and your home has just been heisted!
I can't believe
It looks like the house of a crazy lady.
it! These people have no taste.
You are medically insane.
You have to fix it.
I can't.
Meet Colin and Justin, the design detectives tackling Canada's most shockingly styled homes.
Let's find the worst house in the downtown core.
Oh, no, stop. No, not here. Carry on.
That one there.
Oh, is that it?
Oh, it doesn't look very good, does it?
Stop now!
Where are we?
Following a tip-off, they've made their way to the scene of a design crime, and they're about to pull off an audacious
Hold on.
home heist.
Right, let's get in here.
Wow. Oh, I thought it was a very thin Chinese woman there. Hi, look at that
Morning,
face.
how are you?
That could be Victoria Beckham, couldn't it?
Fabulous.
Hi, baby. It looks like Yoko Ono's been hung out to dry.
Somebody's been at that with a pen knife down there.
Watch the lady.
Great.
She's
Lovely.
alive.
I'm sorry, darling. Are you okay? I think we're very loosely describing this as a kitchen with appliances that were clearly installed when Victoria was still on the throne.
I've got one thing to say. It's a jungle out there. No, sorry. It's a jungle in here. Baby, let's get some stuff and leg it.
The gay kitty cats?
Oh, good. A tray of clockwork plastic sushi.
I'm taking the flattened pussy.
I'll take this, the hideous Canadiana chair. Oh, do you know what? That's the trouble with bad taste. It's so heavy. Let's ambush this baby.
We've actually come down to this brilliant Toronto gallery because we know for a fact that Jane, our homeowner, loves all things artistic. And to make her feel particularly comfortable, we bagged this one this morning ourselves with our blunderbuss, and we brought it as some of the salutary evidence that this is one crazy lady.
Morning.
Morning.
Young people of Canada.
Heading to the gallery for a visit with a friend, Jane will soon be blushing as pink as her jacket. Curators for the day, Colin and Justin, are putting on a rather special display.
Make it look fabulous.
They explained their new installation to a none too impressed crowd.
I don't know if you're familiar with Jane Rowland, but Jane Rowland is a Toronto-based citizen, and what we've tried to do here is to assemble a snapshot of her life.
Come closer. And I think the lovely thing about Jane's work is the fact that she didn't take herself too seriously. Her clockwork sushi collection, see, that's actually demonstrated in this very authentic plastic bag. Any questions? Yeah. Does every Canadian home have this?
Are these art? I'm going to throw it open to the audience. If you think it's good or bad, we're going to ask you to vote by shouting good or bad.
Bad. Oh, she's here.
Excuse us a second.
Baby, let's excuse us. You get on with your tour.
Oh, she's here. Shh, shh, down.
Hey, Alberta, look. That is exactly... Oh, my God.
Jane, we're Colin and Justin, and your home has just been heisted.
I can't believe it! How did this happen?
Took me a second to clue in to what was going on.
We've actually gone into your house, taken out your furniture, and we are heisting your home, madam.
Once I realized that that was all my furniture and there were all those people around, I was totally stunned and to a degree embarrassed. Let's be truthful here.
I need help, obviously.
You do need help.
We've seen your house,
You
Mrs.
so
You
need
seriously so need help.
Come over here.
Let's see the evidence. How do you feel, Jane, when you sit here in this lovely gallery full of this wonderful artwork and then see this furniture?
Ashamed.
Is it any wonder you're disappearing into your jacket?
Tell us some dark secrets about Jane. Come on,
Jane, you were trying to paint your kitchen, and she went to the paint store with a yellow rubber chicken as an example of the color, precise color of yellow she wanted.
It's true.
Rubber chicken yellow.
I love it. I think that deserves a round of applause, actually.
My friend embarrassed me, but I still love her. She knows secrets about me that no one else knows, and you know, fair game.
I think this art exhibit has come to an end, and it's time to take you back to the scene of the crime, me lovely.
Take me.
I bought this house just over 9 years ago. I mean, it's a classic Victorian house, and I love it. Love to read books, love to discuss ideas. My decorating style, I would say, leaning to eclectic, cluttered. It's obvious that I really like to collect stuff. I need to change because it's time. I mean, the living room is pretty much hand-me-down. I feel happy and safe in this house, and it makes me happy every day when I wake up.
Face up, Jane.
What were you thinking when you put this scheme together?
Maybe I wasn't thinking.
It looks like the house of a crazy lady.
Oh.
Every surface cluttered to the point that it looks like there's been a Chachika explosion, a tornado of trash. There's some lovely stuff, but by goodness, a lot of it needs to go.
I bow to you.
Do you know what I like about this kitchen? Absolutely nothing.
I'm actually going to do something which is something I would normally not do, and that's disagree with Colin.
What's
because the cabinetry here is fabulous. So
You can't
I'm
see
making
it.
a decision that we'll keep that cabinetry and rework
But
it.
you can't see it.
Shush, Colin. You were allowed to have your
Can you see
exclusive.
the cabinets?
Tell him to shut up, Jane, because
Shut
it'll come
up.
mess
There's
up.
a giant tomato
Jane.
sitting there.
Shut up. I said please.
Now, Jane, this room really takes the biscuit. Is it a jewellery shop? Is it some type of, I don't know, oriental nail torture going on up the wall here?
What are those 3 ropes up there, like for some kind of like strange suicide attempt? Huh? I mean, well, look at that dust. Who's in this picture? Hold on a minute.
So embarrassing. All of my faults, all of my poor housekeeping. Oh, all revealed.
That poor big plant over there, that could be stood up proudly on a nice big steak. What on earth are we going to do with you?
mean, I think Jane is a girl who can't say no.
Yes, I'm ready for this process. Yes, I'm ready to be heisted.
Well, Jane, you delicious, delinquent designer. There's good news. You can be saved. And actually, this house, I genuinely think that there's more good than bad. And it's up to us to just weed out the rubbish and celebrate what's left.
The bad news for you, madam, is because you were involved in making it like this, we reckon that you need to be involved with us as we transform. So it's rolling up your sleeves and getting stuck into the hard graft.
Bring it on.
And by the time we hand you this house back, darling, it's going to be hotter than a handheld bedpan.
Fleeing the chaotic clutter, Colin and Justin take refuge in their design loft to attempt to take the shabby out of chic.
Meanwhile, Jane's dining room's a heavy load to carry around.
I tell you, it's time for some designer weight loss.
Lovely Jane thinks this is bohemian. I say, no bohemian.
That boudoir is like an explosion in a junk shop.
You know, that bed does need a good airing.
Let's air her laundry and make it fabulous.
I think the mood in here should be like an updated French bohemian.
I like that.
Just because she is quite kind of boho, let's take away the gloom from that.
Getting boho right is a bit of a task because if you get it wrong, it's more boohoo than boho. Let's say a French bistro feel. Boudoir style, button tufted upholstery.
Beautiful little kind of like Louis style chairs.
I reckon with the correct balance, we can really build it. Okay, so living room, dining rooms. Don't think we need to spend money on a new floor because I think the floor that's there could be easily sanded and stained an awful lot darker. I reckon we're around a bit somewhere like this.
Do you think? You don't think the darker the better?
I also think we should stain the timberwork, that lovely elegant timberwork, because if we want to build on that ecclesiastical feel, that's a really simple way to go.
You know, I picked this paper.
I love that too.
Because again, it's going to bring in some sunshine, you know, a bit of warmth in there, and then this will be a great foil for the dark timber.
Fantastic. Imagine this dark floor with upholstery detailing in that colour.
That's going to work really well there.
Let's turn our attentions to what I think will be the finest room in the house, the kitchen.
Nice and bright, you know, get the light in there.
I love these, and I'll tell you why I love these. If we're going to build in that whole French feel, a bistro feel for a kitchen, like a French bistro feel, imagine these on the ceilings that are almost reminiscent of like the zinc countertops you found in those old Parisian bars.
Why don't we extend out? Let's build her a deck at the back. Let's paint the kitchen units and the deck the same colour, and then we get that wonderful like continuity of eyeline.
I'm going to want to live in this kitchen.
Oh, I've suddenly thought of something that looks like Shrek.
With a bohemian living room and a French kitchen, what could be better upstairs than a combination of the two?
That is a great bedroom. You know, there's tons of light in there, you know, and really make a feature of that beautiful view out to the garden as well. In fact, hold that.
I'll have this put aside for a gown for the weekend for me, though, Colin. I'm not going to lie.
Darling.
Nipped in at the waist, plumed out at the floor.
Listen, your wardrobe's going to have to suffer so that Jane can benefit. Let's use this on our soft furnishings. Get a couple of French kind of like Louis-style chairs, have them reupholstered, and then use the same wallpaper.
How about we find ourselves a couple of glasses, the local zinc bar, and just drink to Jane's future?
Excellent.
Day one, and the house is a blank canvas in need of a pair of designers. Ah, perfect.
Oh, look at our lovely Jane. Are you ready for this?
We need the key to your house because it's been heisted. Until such time as we see fit to give you it back, we're in charge.
On your knees.
Oh, baby, is that a demand?
On your
is that
knees.
a demand?
There you go.
Thank you, darling.
We'll
We'll
buy
have
him
that.
a drink for that, but anyway. Are you ready to meet our lovely team?
I would love to.
Boys, floor, out. Horrible ceiling, out. Cabinets, preserve these. Action!
The team have just 6 days to revamp this temple of trash, a project that would normally take 6 weeks.
Any special instructions?
Yeah, just try and watch the two gays in the corner. Oh! Come on, Jay, think of every diet that didn't work. Oh
my God. It felt really great and good exercise.
She clearly loves dark colours. She likes dark timber, but there's too much of it, you know, and it feels very heavy, very oppressive. You know, keep the darker element on the floor and then lighten up. Did we get the yellow wallpaper?
I do. I actually wanted to show it to you. I'm really excited about it. Beautiful.
So, I mean, look at the difference that is going to do to this room. It's night and day.
I'm not going to lie to you, Cheryl.
What?
Before we get into the design, we need to have a major clear out because the house is very, very, very messy, okay?
I know.
Dust and debris everywhere you look.
Look over there.
It's just scandalous.
Look at the floor.
Every single bit. This room is hellish with potential. So we have found this incredible paper and matching fabric.
Beautiful.
Okay. Every wall surface covered in the paper. All timber work to be pure white.
Okay.
We'd like to have clothes storage and open storage for some chachikas.
Okay.
And they should run down that wall to hide the pipe work at the end, so it's problem solving as well as good design. Custom made Roman blinds for this window and also this area.
Meanwhile, downstairs, the team are hard at work pulling up the floor, only to be confronted by a sticky problem.
This is a nightmare. See what they've done? The plywood's coming up with the tile. This is the first day of Reno and we run into this huge problem.
You're not moaning already.
I'm moaning
Half
already.
an hour into this. What's up?
Well, they used an epoxy to put this tile down, so it's actually peeling layers of plywood up.
So they did it properly.
They did it
Which is why it's lasted for so long. Baby, it's simple. Remove the tiles, get the boards up, get some new ply on, and then get tiling.
Let's do the ceiling first. It's gotta be easy.
So, darling, I love this positive attitude first thing in the morning. It's killing me. We're dying here. We're lifting a floor, Graham.
This sucks, man.
Postponing the inevitable, the team launch into tearing down the ceiling. Much more fun.
We're getting an extra 6 inches.
Oh, can we?
We've brought you out here to talk about 2 designer lessons. Now, the first of them is invasion of the chachikas everywhere.
Oh, say it isn't so.
Well, it is, Jane.
Say it isn't so.
It is. Your house
okay.
is like an explosion in a knick-knack shop.
Your second crime is a case of green thumb gone wrong. Look, there are too many plants.
But I love plants.
You know, but you've got to get the
under a
balance
bush.
right. I mean, your bedroom, it's not like a rainforest, it's like a pain forest.
We like to remind our homeowners of just how naughty they are by putting them in a T-shirt that kind of says it all. Jane of the Jungle.
Jane, get yourself in here. It looks a bit bleak and bare now, doesn't it?
Oh, duh.
Well, it's all about to change, Jane, but we want that to remain a secret. So with immediate effect, this room is strictly off limits.
Oh.
Deal?
Banished?
Banished until the reveal. Come on.
You know, go on. Off you pop.
I think they're way off base. How can you have too many plants? I mean, I don't mind being called Jungle Jane. You can never have too many plants, in my opinion. Jane of the Jungle. You go.
The kitchen ceiling has become a pile of debris. But annoyingly, it's wasted half a day.
The nightmare with the ceiling, it was easy to come down. We thought we'd gain a few inches, but the problem is the whole house is sloping right to the back. And obviously that won't look very good, so basically we're gonna put the ceiling right back up again. So we did a lot of work for nothing.
Day 2, and despite the team's best efforts, little progress is made. Jungle Jane's kitchen floor takes most of the day to rip out before they can even begin building the deck. The next morning, day 3 of this 6-day project, the deck may be nearly done, but the rest of the house is running way behind.
I'm anticipating fantastic transformation.
Oh, sure. Hiya, babes. How are you? You
I'm
well?
good. How are you? Wait a
We're
second.
great.
What's wrong with your hair?
What do you mean, what's wrong with it? I
What's
came as
wrong?
Marilyn Monroe. Hello, gorgeous.
Are you trying to be part of a boy band?
Baby, meanwhile, big changes, nothing here.
Nothing's happening.
Why not? Come on, Jane's
have appliances,
rug
which is
is
gorgeous.
still
What's going
there.
here for, Cheryl, in the middle of a building site?
This should be stained. This should have changed. That should be stained.
Sure, so nothing's
Has
happening.
the kitchen changed?
Barely.
This hasn't changed either.
It has
changed. The floor's changed.
The floor's changed.
Well, a couple of boards down.
Pulled this down to see if we could take it up for you, and turned out we couldn't take it up, and so
Oh, we
this was a
can't?
complete waste
So we
of time.
can't?
That was
We
a waste
can't.
of time?
So you can see over here, it's only an inch. You gain about an inch going up, and then as you come up all the way across, you could gain 10 inches.
So what are you gonna do then? Just
Yeah, we
drywall
re-drywall
again,
it, and then
it's the same as
do
before?
the finish.
So is this a total waste of time? We're not even going to gain the ceiling height?
It was a waste of time.
No, it had to come down to be put up and
You can't tell in
Didn't
these
you
old
put a
houses.
brand new ceiling up there? Oh, come on, it was sound.
No,
It was
no,
a bit
no, no,
lumpy,
no, no.
bumpy.
It's
Pure
6
waste of
sheets. It's
time.
no big deal. We tried to do it.
It's
So
6 sheets, but it's budget and we're behind.
In actual fact, it was probably a bit bonkers of Graham to take the whole lot down when he could have done a bit of exploratory investigation to find out. See, Colin going, ha, 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 suggests that he always wants to be right. I don't have that. I speak with a voice that I consider shared with Colin's. I don't feel any need to be remotely competitive or to word count or to be proved wrong or right.
No,
It's
me
the
neither.
difference between Colin and Justin.
Me neither.
Everything I say is true. I'm a natural blonde.
Man, they're always blaming me. Do they blame Cheryl? Sometimes.
Surely the decking will go down well.
Unacceptable. If we see hole marks
We'll
from
fill
screws
those. We can do it.
and then stain them so that we can't see them.
Yeah, but this is a deck.
Well, Graham, obviously we're going to have to finish this off as well to tidy this
Yeah,
up, okay?
that's why we left the post.
Okay, well, listen, let's not leave that as just timber. Why don't we paint that the same colour as the kitchen units? We're actually going to paint the timber out here in the same fantastic grey so that when we bring our furniture out here, suddenly our kitchen has doubled in size. I mean, Graham, obviously we're doing this to extend the floor plan from the kitchen, you know, so we need this to be stained exactly like that timber in there.
Well, it'll be close.
Well, that's the spirit, Graham. Meanwhile, Jane arrives expecting to see plenty of progress. Time for some attention redirection.
Oh, my God.
Oh, look. Do you know there's been a lot of progress made?
Oh, there sure has.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, floor's been leveled, the guys
Holy
have stripped out all the
smokes.
unnecessaries, starting to kind of replan the kitchen, you know, so we're really pleased.
Wow. Wow.
Can I just direct your eye? We're doing you a little Bertie bonus. This is early
This
days.
is unbelievable. This is something I never even dreamed would be possible. I am so blown away by what's gone on so far.
Every time I look at Jane, though, all I can see is the seamstress from The Incredibles. She's just like a cartoon character. She's brilliant fun.
It's just bloody marvelous. Yes!
Okay, right over there.
Yep. Look, Canada, under counter integrated. This is what integrated appliances look like. Look carefully, look.
Essentially, it's got the same storage as an up and down fridge freezer, but they're side to side, okay? Which means that they don't take up all that kind of eye space in the middle of this room.
Meanwhile, Cheryl's after some custom-fitted marble, perfect for a Parisian kitchen.
Kevin, this is gonna work perfectly, so what's the next step?
Okay, we'll send a CAD technologist to the home, template the cabinets in a digital fashion, countertops fabricated, and we'll be back to install on your schedule.
Love it. Thank you so much.
That all sounds simple, but with such slow progress being made, nothing is guaranteed.
Now listen, Jane, we're going to whisk you away from the house right now because we have a canny lesson.
All
Yes,
right.
indeed. And it's all about your tchotchkes.
Lead on.
Come on in, missus. In we come.
It's probably dangerous to bring you to a place like this.
What
though.
fresh horrors have you got for me now? Oh, no! You've raped my tchotchke collection.
We've brought you down here because we've got a fantastic lesson in how to choose carefully the best tchotchkes for your home.
It's all about being selective and actually
Exactly.
just showcasing the things that really matter.
100 items taken from your home. We've given each of the items a $1 value,
Yeah.
okay? So there's
Thanks a
about
lot.
100 bucks
Thanks a
worth of
lot.
stuff.
Indeed, but
There's
there's
some
good
decent
news.
antiques in
Well,
here, you know.
you'll be able to weed out the decent stuff because we have 35 Home Heist bucks. There you are.
All
Each
right.
of your pieces is worth $1 each.
Let's go.
You can pick
Let's
35
go.
items
I
and
want
start
that
shopping.
teapot.
Okay.
I want
Okay.
that teapot.
That's a buck.
I want this.
But come on, Jane, spend
Okay,
fast.
all right,
Come on,
all right,
baby.
all right.
Jane,
Yeah.
think twice,
Yeah.
buy once. Do you like anything there?
Oh, thanks a lot, you guys.
Definitely not.
A great photo shoot.
Oh.
Is there anything here that you'd like to buy?
Nothing really high-end.
Nothing at all.
These people have no taste.
Another buck.
This.
You want this?
Okay.
Oh, that's a bug.
I want the urn. Gotta have. That's it.
Fabulous. Well, lovely doing business with you.
Oh my God.
Have a look at everything on the table. Okay, now be honest. Do any of these items have a relationship? Do they look like they belong together?
No.
They have to contribute towards an overall design, and nothing here does.
We've got this kind of 2-year rule that we always kind of work by. If you've not used it for the last couple of years, or if you haven't really kind of had it as part of your life, then think in terms of getting rid of it.
Okay. The truth of the matter is that so much of this stuff is just collected over the years. Some of it's gifts, some of it's... And I didn't even know I really actually still owned it, to be perfectly honest.
You know, Jane, you know, in a nutshell, if it's dusty and it's damaged, get rid of it.
Oh, see you later then, Colin.
Bye. See you, Dusty. I like his Dusty Springfield's hair.
When I was done that, it was just like, take it away. I don't want to ever see it again. Totally purged.
You have decluttered your space by 2/3. I think we can give you one free purchase.
Okay, I know what it's going to be.
Jane.
Please, no type of wind-up food
no.
stuff.
Wind-up sushi.
I think this is the weirdest thing under the sun. And look, it's a...
Live with it.
You are medically insane.
And as day 4 begins, the team are flushed with optimism, despite all the issues.
Now, although we're extremely behind in terms of our schedule, we are starting to see some progress. All of the floor has been stained, this dark walnut. It looks absolutely beautiful. Now, Tim's working in the dining area, trying to take off all the existing wallpaper, and I can't wait for it to all come down. Dave's working on all of the built-ins. Now, that's going the same dark walnut as our floor. Although we're progressing, there's still tons of work to be finished.
And there's one French boho touch everyone's been avoiding.
Graham, let's check out this tin ceiling.
Never done a tin ceiling.
I've never done it either, but I know it's gonna look fabulous. All right, so they're 24 by 24, but here's the thing. You cannot cut any of these tiles.
Cut it here, we can
Oh,
cut
no,
it.
no, no. You can't cut it. You have to leave this piece as it is. There's also crown. It's over here. So that crown goes up like that. Then you have this piece.
Are you kidding?
Nope. And then you have this egg and dart border that goes like this, and then your panels start.
Oh, that's just insane.
Graham may think that's insane, but even more mental is Jane's houseplant placement. Remember this? Colin and Justin aren't allowing it to happen ever again.
We have got a lesson especially for you and your sad old plants.
Lead on.
You're gonna go wild for this. After you, my lovely. Whoa! Brought you to your natural habitat. Oh, meanwhile.
We thought we'd bring you down here and have a little exploration of an ever-growing, ever-blossoming bush.
Indeed. You don't have to worry about snakes or spiders in here, but there is something that might be slightly scarier. A Colin and Justin lesson.
No,
yes.
no.
We need you to honestly take your plants that are here and just display them on this piece of ground the way you would at home. Imagine this is your bedroom floor. These are the plants. Go. Come on, quick sticks.
Your bedroom, Jane, was just insane. There was no rhyme nor reason. It was just an explosion of everything.
So?
Is there anything remotely beautiful about what you've done there? Does it have form, structure? Does it contribute to the overall beauty of the area?
Probably not.
No.
So what am I supposed to do? I see a plant in a shop, I fall in love with it, I bring it home, it looks like crap.
OK, classic case of impulse buy gone wrong. We're going to show you the right way to do it.
All right.
Watch and learn.
All right.
Ready?
Follow him, baby. Go on.
Listen and learn. In the same way that we group accessories in odd numbers, 3s or 5s or 7s, so too do we do the same with horticulture and plants. And there's just something about those odd numbers that really works. Now, for example, you've got that fantastic fireplace hearth area to display plants on. Imagine you just shoved one like that. Well, it looks a little bit lonely, doesn't it?
It does.
Now, the three of these things together, I think, look far more attractive. Instantly, you've got what we call a vignette.
You should think about actually going from huge plants to smaller plants and having this lovely step-down effect. OK, we've got pots with smaller plants and larger pots with larger plants, but we can dot these around to actually give us different heights as well, you know.
Start to think about colours that work well together and start to think in terms of the flower and the way that's going to relate to the wallpaper, for example. Now, here's a perfect example. This is a brilliant paper. It looks super because the white's picking out the white in there. Right. The red is complementing the yellow. And all of those things work really well.
So we need you from this point forward to have no more jungles, but to showcase your plants, baby. You know, really show them up. Let them contribute to the
mini
design.
jungle? A mini jungle?
Well, only if it's a beautiful, multi-tiered, colour-coordinated jungle.
All right.
Fabulous. You are a bush baby no more.
I have learned my lesson. Colin and Justin don't let you get away with anything. And their points are well taken, so
Back at the house, it's midway through day 4, and Cheryl's templater has arrived to measure up the countertops for the marble. The counters, of course, aren't ready.
Graham and his team haven't installed the cabinets to the wall yet, so things aren't level, things aren't where they should be. And it's almost a waste of his time to come in here and have things not prepared.
All we have to figure out is the length this way and the length that way. What is it right now?
So this should be 24 and a half. So I want you to make sure that it's 24 and a half.
I promise you. I'm sorry it's not ready for you.
Is that going to line up here, Graham?
This would be...
You know what? I don't think it does line up there.
We need to make sure that it lines up to the end of his cabinet.
I don't think it does line up.
Frustrated with the kitchen's progress, Cheryl heads off to source some custom carpets for the living room. It's vital they have the red detailing to complement the boho design. But with just 2 days left to finish the house, has she cut it a bit fine?
Hello. I'm looking for 2 remnants. I have a couple of sizes, 6x9 and 7x9. So I need something in a neutral shade, and then I need red binding tape.
Okay, let's see if we can make it happen.
What are we going to find today? I've got the wallpaper sample here, so that might work. Is there something else?
You want to go a little
sure.
lighter than this?
Maybe. That might work. Let's go with that. Something close. Well, maybe we're getting it too here. I think we should go with that one. Can you get that for me in time?
It might be pushing it.
What if I give you 2 days?
If you make it through, you got a deal.
I don't have 3, Ivan.
Back in the French bohemian bedroom, the ceiling's going up in preparation for the built-in wardrobes.
Hey, guys. When's the floor going down?
Today.
So if I have my cabinets here tomorrow, we can build in this unit. Okay. That's disgusting. Yuck. That is disgusting. This is disgusting. We need to fix this up. Jane can't live like this anymore.
No.
Ew!
It's day 5, and tomorrow Colin and Justin should be furnishing the house, sprinkling their designer magic. But work in the bedroom is behind, with only half the floor down. And the kitchen is behind, with only half the ceiling up.
So today's a really busy day. The back door is being installed in the kitchen. The tiling started in the kitchen. Upstairs in the bedroom, the floor is getting laid. We're really in rough shape. We just don't seem to be getting any breaks on this house at all. You know, every time we turn around, there's some other problem. So no, we can't afford to have any more bad luck, because if we do, we're toast.
Things take a turn for the worse as Graham finds the tin tiles don't fit. Cheryl scrambles back to the house.
Oh my God.
Slight slope in it so the crown molding doesn't work. Because the guys didn't want these tiles cut, and they're full tiles, the squareness of the room and everything's affecting us with the tin. If we could have cut the tin, no problems.
Holy cow.
You see, if you stick it up here, I don't have a problem. On this wall comes in on such an angle, I don't have the room. I don't even have this egg trim in yet, and I don't have any room. And if you go to that end, I have too much room.
I don't know. This is a big mess.
It's a big mess. It's not gonna happen, Sho. I can't make this happen.
This is all gonna have to be fixed. Ceilings have to come down. We can't leave the ceiling like this. It has to be level.
You can't do it the way they want to do it in this house. It's ridiculous.
The fact that we ripped the ceiling down and put it back up to then keep the line.
I bet I didn't know there was a line like that. It wasn't until we leveled at the tiles and already started the tent.
You have to fix it.
I can't.
This whole room is totally up. Every angle is up.
I'm not gonna do it.
Well, let me make some phone calls because we can't move forward.
If we had to tear it down, that's it, we're done. I mean, it's tight enough as it is. If we had to tear this roof down, there's no way the reveal would happen.
When the guys put the ceiling back up, it wasn't even level, which is causing more problems for us in the end. And Graham's answer to this is that he can't do it. And that's just not good enough. Hey, Justin, how are you?
It's either cut their losses by cutting the tiles or rip the whole ceiling down. Again. Still, practice makes perfect.
But it's way too late to take down the whole ceiling, Cheryl, for goodness sake. It's just simply far, far too late.
Well, if Graham wants to fudge it, he'll have to do that. Now, when I say fudge it, I mean do an absolutely perfect job, because that ceiling is not coming down again. End of story.
Elsewhere, the enormous team effort is starting to make a difference. Not least in the bedroom, where the tatty old wardrobes have had a shiny new facade. Curious about the delay, Jane makes an unexpected visit to the house. Dave finds her something to do outside to keep her attention off the disaster inside.
So Jane, what you want to do is put little dabs over each hole, okay? Scrape it out.
Okay, I think I can do that, babe. Yeah.
So go right ahead.
Okay.
There you go, first one and you got it. Took me like 8 screws to get it.
Oh, man. So what are you saying? I'm a genius?
That's what I'm saying. You're fine.
Okay.
Only 250 to go. Let me know. And,
aren't you an optimist?
We'll get you doing something else.
All right. Thank you.
But is Jane really being fooled by any of these diversionary tactics?
I'm curious to see what it's going to look like. I mean, it feels like it's so close now that I can't wait.
Yes. So on the day before the reveal, the new furniture goes in, only to head straight back out again. Cheryl is left hanging outside.
As you can see, it's still a construction zone. In the bedroom, they're actually finishing up all the wallpaper. The cabinet is painted white. In the living room and dining room, the fireplace still has to be worked on. There's a lot of trim work. Then we actually have to stain it. In the kitchen, the only good thing about what's going on there is that our countertop arrived late last night. It looks beautiful, just exactly how I imagined it. And then they're finishing off the tile, and then they still have to put the lighting in. It's a lot of work.
But more important than all that, what will Colin and Justin make of the fudged tin ceiling?
Graham, it doesn't look that bad.
We just had an ear-bending phone call from Cheryl saying that you and she were having serious grief about getting the ceiling up.
Serious grief.
This looks fantastic.
This is where I was freaking out. It went way up, way up, and I was like, they're gonna hate it, blah, 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 and I managed to fuss it.
Is there anything we could do about it? Because that does crawl up.
I'll try to fudge it down a bit. I just had a,
yeah, I mean, it's
I had
just
a hard
it's
time
that
with this.
corner, and the joins are a wee bit.
Well, no, you know what I have is I have some silver paint that's caulking, and I just take the silver paint and touch them up.
I reckon all things considered, it's great.
Yeah.
Great.
There's something about this product that is quite forgiving in a lot of ways because there are so many different reflections going in so many different directions. And I'll tell you one thing that's really fantastic about this. The ceiling height hasn't changed, but because we've got this incredibly reflective surface, it feels like the ceiling has gone up by a couple of feet, so...
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was really worried. I mean, I just was worried. That's the first time I've done it, too.
This tin has saved you. From us saying, you know, why did we take the ceiling down and why didn't we then fix it when we rehung it? We don't need to say any of that because the ceiling has actually solved the problem.
You're looking slightly relieved, Graham.
I'm totally relieved. I was freaking out. I just didn't think I could do it. Yeah, Jocko calls me the Tin Man with a heart.
The Tin Man? I suppose that makes you the Scarecrow. And Dustin. That makes you Dorothy.
Nice. Click those heels, honey, you'll be home in no time.
Shave.
Now, if we could just get Dave Sparks to learn to wallpaper a bit faster, I'd be a happy boy.
Yeah.
I mean, undeniably very pretty, but blimey, when it comes to rolling out that paper, what takes all that time? Do you know hot news? At the moment, it ain't us that are being drama queens. Normally, Colin and I do the ructions and the grumbling if stuff isn't good, but we had this call from Cheryl and she and Graham said that the ceiling in the kitchen wasn't good enough and that we wouldn't be happy. Well, do you know what? It's a tough old job. There are minor imperfections, but with a bit of work, it'll be perfect. What a difference.
God, it's so... Do you know what? It's so clean.
Exactly.
It's incredible to think that this is still that same dark, gloomy, dust-covered room that Jane actually slept in. One of the reasons that we chose this really dramatic pattern is that the walls are really irregular and really rough, and a huge repeat design like that actually deflects the eye away from a lot of the surface imperfections. So, A, it's practical, and B, it's really beautiful, and C, double hands on hips means doubly gay.
I don't know what you mean.
Or well-built.
We need to hand this house back to Jane tomorrow, as promised.
I would rather you were ugly, but could wallpaper like that, rather than being pretty and quite slow.
Too bad. Well, I guess we're out of luck on that one.
Well, can you get faster?
Or get ugly. Or...
Can you catch this paintbrush?
Colin and Justin are due to reveal the house to Jane tomorrow. But as day 5 draws to a close, the crew are still hard at it. After the early struggles with the kitchen floor and ceiling, the rest of the house still needs a lot of work.
You know, there's no way we're gonna get this house to give it back to you on time. Like, the place is a mess. We gotta clean it up, and we're gonna lose daylight soon.
Okay, well, I would rather that we take extra time to get it right rather than run at the last hurdle and make a mess of it. So actually, although that's bad news, it's good news inside out.
The dedicated team pull together for a very late night, making sure Colin and Justin's French boho vision is realised. The next morning, as the construction crew are applying their finishing touches, Colin and Justin arrive to a very different scene.
That's when we put the nice things in. Yay, sometimes great interior design is all about a little bit of trickery. Now, we sourced a fireplace for this room, and it was about $1,400 or $1,600, which we just couldn't afford. Fortunately, we've got the best builders in Canada, and they've covered the old concrete hearth with lumber. $80 worth. It's absolutely brilliant. The only thing that we have to do now is to stain it as dark as the floor and as dark as our cabinetry over here, and this whole room will come to life.
You know, good design is actually all about getting the balance right between darkness and light. Now, we've transformed Jane's floor. We've stained all of our fabulous timber in here as well, much, much darker. And to counteract that and really bring this room alive, we've used this rather zesty yellow wallpaper. Very, very modern, but actually quite an old-fashioned pattern that looks really at home here in Jane's front room.
I'll take that. These are chairs for a king and queen, or just two queens.
Big thing to remember, now this is really, really important. If you're going to do your own upholstery, find the emblem, okay, the big part, the motif of the design, position that smack dab in the centre. If that's squint or in any way over to one side, it'll all look a little bit cockeyed. Are you going to sit there in that chair all day, Colin?
But baby, it's really important. You've got to sit here and you've got to take in the vibe.
Cast your mind back for 1 minute to the hellhole that was this room. Can you remember
Be nice.
Cheryl? It was absolutely devastatingly dark.
Darling,
and now this room is an absolute piece of designer magic.
And with Cheryl's custom carpets finally arriving, the last few bits of furniture can go in.
This man coming through.
You know, I love this little thing that we've done here. Obviously, behind this cabinetry is a window to the garden. But over at this side, the symmetrical end of this operation, this was a little bit dark and glum, so we've mirrored it and popped a light above. So all of a sudden, you've got the illusion of another window at that side. I pop these down here. 3 little tits on a branch.
Right, baby, no, space them out a wee bit.
Good. Perfect.
I'm so excited. I cannot wait. And I'm just dying to get in there.
Do you know, I love this whole kitchen, but can I just tell you the 2 aspects I love most? Firstly, the tin ceiling, which I think is just great. It looks absolutely fabulous, but it also reflects light around and makes the space feel much, much brighter. Another thing which I think is just too gorgeous for words is this double bullnose, which we've specified and have designed for this kitchen. Now, if you're going to pay for specialist work, get some specialist detail done, which will make your kitchen look different to anybody else's.
We love this fabulous period grey in here, and I want you to think. Imagine for a moment that you had an open concept dining kitchen. Okay, it would make sense to pick up this wonderful colour and then employ it on a piece of furniture as we've done here. But why not take that thinking a step further and bring it outside as well? Now, in the summer months, this is Jane's dining space, and it's not rocket science. You know, pick up the colour from there and paint it out here.
Now, we've gone for quite a French boudoir look in this room, and we were a bit stumped as to what the lighting should be until we stumbled across a lovely old lighting store. Now, these pieces here, believe it or not, all together cost us $150, and that includes the shade, detailed with gold ribbon, custom made. There literally is not another lamp like that in the whole of Canada, apart from the one on the other side of the bed, that is.
You know, one of our favourite sayings is find a fault, make a feature. And this little table, believe it or not, was lying downstairs. It was all rusty, all dusty, and we've polished up this glass top. We've given the base a fabulous spray of gold paint, and I think it looks right royal, very regal, and actually perfect in this corner, especially with these beautiful little French chairs.
Hey! Let me in! Let me in! Let me in! Please let me in!
I love a bratty homeowner.
Oh, please, let me in.
In.
Oh my God! Oh, it's incredible. Oh, this is stunning. I can't quite take it all in. Yeah.
We've taken you from crazy hobo lady to
He means that in a nice way.
Oh, this
urban.
is stunning. I could never have imagined this. Oh,
Pared back so many of your things, but look, I mean, it's all things that you'll recognise that are yours, but they don't look like junk shop anymore. You know, they actually dress the area, they enhance the design, and that was our big lesson for you, of course.
Stunning.
Now, our other lesson for you was that you needed to stop being Jane of the jungle, okay? This whole mantelpiece, there's no point overcommitting. Just go for a few carefully selected items, and they'll say much, much more than a whole big forest of jungle activity.
I understand. I know.
Have
I mean,
a good
it's
look
just,
down there. Remember how depressing your dining table was before?
I know. Let me look.
Come see it. The same old table, but it's not got that sad old cloth on there. It's cleaned up, it's dressed for a very special occasion.
Oh,
and I think these chairs, you know, really comfy.
Can I try?
You like to have your friends round, make a real night of it, and now you can.
Welcome to your brand new kitchen.
This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. Oh.
Cast your eyes upwards, Jane.
Oh my God, it's stunning.
We bust our budget for that tin ceiling.
Oh, no kidding, it's stunning. Oh, look what you've done. The whole room is usable now.
I mean, that's it. You wanted a social space, you know, you have your friends round, you know, you go to Paris a lot. We were thinking, you know, these beautiful bars, nice kind of counter over here, more of your lovely white marble. This is so Parisian in Canada, but very you as well.
Do you notice something that's missing from this side of the room? Your hulking big fridge freezer. It's all gone under counter. That's your freezer in two separate drawer compartments, okay? One there. Another one here. This is what we lovingly refer to in the business as an under-counter fridge.
I can't believe this is, it's not the same room. It's so beautiful. I just love it.
My word.
I love it when a homeowner growls.
And you know what? You made so much fun of my plants, and look at what you've done.
Because we've harvested
built me this
carefully.
castle. I'm just flabbergasted. It's so stunning. This is just like heaven on earth.
Well, you won't need your off-limits sign anymore, madam.
Oh my God. This is unbelievable.
Cast your mind back into that scene that we encountered with dust and plants and carnage of the bed.
Remember the photograph when we had to wipe the dust off our little faces? Now look at this, baby. It's clean, it's pure, it's ethereal.
It's unbelievable. Look at how you've actually taken advantage of all the angles. God, no. I mean, can I have to sit down?
It's your face,
I can't quite come up with the words. Honestly, Justin, it's brilliant.
Well, we've had bags of fun doing your house, Jane, but all good things come to an end. Another thing that's come to an end is your bad taste, I hope. So with immediate effect, I'm fishing in my pocket to give you your house keys back if you promise to respect everything.
Time to go, I think.
There you are. Enjoy it.
Sweetheart, you're a goddess.
Oh, I'm just so blown away. It's stunning.
Wow, what an incredible transformation.
I mean, I'll never want to leave.
Jungle Jane, she's no more, and that was another home heist.
Time to roll out their rug, love, I'd say.
Fantastic, shall we?
Let's find another home in need of our attention. My God, he's got a giant cock in the bedroom. What? Cock-a-doodle-doo, any cock'll do.
We're Colin and Justin, and your home has just been heisted. What's your name? Broken? It's my birthday.
Oh, look, baby. We know best. Simple. Fact. Hard matter.
This is, it's huge.
Praise the Lord in the 1950s. You know, everything in here just says single man. Clearly a fan of the 1950s. This house is showing more than an element of happy days. Lovely piece down here. Interesting piece of dining furniture over there. Classic retro Americana.
Hideous, hideous parquet floors. And what do you think of this terrible, hideous, dull colour scheme?
All I'm seeing is clutter and tchotchkes everywhere. I hate fridge magnets. And titty ladies everywhere.
It's absolutely shocking.
Well, leave all that stuff downstairs, Colin. Come and see this.
Yeah. Prison break. Look, you can just imagine. Imagine waking up in the middle of the night with this. Daddy, daddy.
Oh my God, he's got a giant cock in the bedroom. What? Cock-a-doodle-doo, any cock'll do. What's going on with the ironing boards? Everywhere you look, what is this man taking in? Laundry? I think surf is up for this bedroom.
Look, baby.
Growing up, I've always been the class clown or the life of the party kind of guy. I'm an actor, and a lot of my work is downtown. I didn't want to leave Toronto. I lived in a beautiful studio. It was like 2,000 square feet of absolute fun house. I was having a good time, and it was about an 8-year-old party that came to a screeching halt. Tegan was a happy accident. I ended up in the suburbs because this is where you come to raise kids.
When my ex and I split, I took some stuff back from the city that I gave to friends that I just said, hold on to it, I may need it one day. And sure enough, I needed it. I don't know what my style is anymore. Is it metropolitan or is it suburban or, you know, and can the two meet?
It's time we pulled the curtain down on this horrible house and ambushed Christian.
Today, I'm auditioning for a commercial. And I get to be Burt Reynolds.
Dude, this is fantastic. Little does Christian know that instead of meeting this huge studio bigwig, he's actually coming to meet us. I love this. We're gonna lie in wait with all this terrible furniture and surprise him.
Sharp.
Christian, we're not looking for Burt Reynolds. We want you because we're Colin and Justin, and your home has just been heisted.
My table's in your casting place.
We've
Bedroom.
seen your terrible
Living
TV
room.
pile. We've witnessed your big cock in the bedroom.
Your house is now ours. Do you know, that's the deal. We've nicked it right from underneath your nose. We're going to make your home a bit like where you came from. We're going to make your home exactly like you want it to be, and we're going to make it perfect for you, and most importantly, for your little princess.
That's amazing.
Let's shake on it. You can trust us. We're Scotsmen.
We are.
Thank you.
We never, ever lie. I'm 26.
Exactly. And 10 stone.
I got house punked by you guys. God!
Now, Christian, you really have to help us out here, you know, because we're thinking that straight guys don't have any taste, and this house is testament to that.
I thought the bottle caps were cool.
Bottle caps and little plates are cool, but there's something about the way that they're displayed. You've taken on the decorating prowess of a bedwetting grandmother. Every little nook and cranny is crammed with all the things that should be hidden away.
There's actually no clear identity.
What you really lack, Christian, is a gorgeous, dramatic focal point.
Well, here, how about this? This is
That
focal
draws the
point.
eye.
These little bitches, what about them?
That's Klawani.
So this is your focal point, this funny little doll with the death eyes. Look at that. What we also see, there's hardly any evidence that your gorgeous daughter lives here as well. Do you know, we've wandered our eye around your house.
Okay.
And it just says you.
That's a magic wand. And my daughter pulls it out and she goes like, "You're a frog." And then she does that. So that's the...
Let's have a look.
Change house.
Okay. This is Tegan's room.
And the excuse for the color is...
I thought it was cool, actually.
I mean, I think the main issue in here is storage.
I just got this. People throw away really good stuff around here. And
So you missed all the good stuff and had to get that.
Leave him alone, Colin.
That's hideous.
As an actor, I got a thick skin. I can take it. I'm used to, like, rejection.
It's absolutely hideous. At the same time, I defy anyone not to fall desperately in love with Christian.
In the green room, there was a telephone and a red balloon. You know, we have a lot of good story times in there, and we'll play Barbie tea stuff.
God, I feel like Sigourney Weaver in Gorillas in the Mist. Loving the monkey. Right, let's look at your cock. Come on, baby.
Do you know, it really is, it's one of the biggest ones that I've seen in a long time.
I just sort of consider that advertising.
This bedroom looks like it is lived in by some 17 or 18-year-old student boy.
I'm not a frat boy.
Everywhere you've got ironing board, surfboard, bodyboard, whatever they are.
Skimboard. I'm not just a frat boy. I'm a dad. So you run, slam it down like that, hop on, and glide.
He definitely is a frat boy. Grow up, Christian. Christian, it all looks very doable. That's the good news.
The bad news, Christian, is that you got to get down and dirty with Colin and Justin.
Well, there's an offer I can't refuse now,
Did we
can
not
I?
tell you that home heist is a hands-on experience?
It's homo heist. Anyway, listen, designer lessons, what we've tried to figure out in here is what has to be changed.
Are you ready to learn about the three things that are missing from this house? The lack of a focal point, the lack of punch, personality, and identity, and the fact that it's all so lurking in the past and not thrusting towards the future.
You guys caught me at the end of my rope, so...
Well, darling, we've cut the rope, baby. You ain't gonna swing, you're gonna be swinging. You know, this is not gonna be theme-tastic, but it is something with punch and something with personality. I'm thinking a bit of urban and a bit of suburban rolled into one.
Hey, we are relishing the prospect of this house. It's going to be absolutely fantastic, and they so deserve it.
To the van, my man.
I reckon this house, if we get it right, should match Christian's urban sensibility with a real sense of suburban reality.
If we want him to be truly kind of modern and much more lofty, then we'd probably have to take this wall out here and go open concept on the living and kitchen. Then at least when you walk into the hallway, narrow space, and then it just bursts into this huge, big living zone.
Now, this will be controversial, and who cares? I think we should use absolutely polar white everywhere. Slam it together with a big, sexy stab of pillar box red. Think Marilyn Monroe's face, and then a gorgeous smudge of Chanel red lipstick. I'd love to see gorgeous pillar box, siren red, sexy sofas, probably in leather.
I mean, if we enter the room for here, then diagonally opposite, we want to have our focal point wall with the fireplace here and the TV bang on in the center.
I think what we should then do is work on a scheme that really reflects this happening down at the kitchen. So, again, accent zone of red, really vibrant cabinets, okay? Maybe, should we do a steel fridge? Can we do a red fridge? Something along those lines?
Yeah, we should do, but nothing too retro. I think if we're going to give him a table, we should give him something that does have a nod to the 50s, you know, but without the rust.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, let's move upstairs, right? Okay, Tegan.
Oh, princess.
What does every young princess want?
Glamour. Meanwhile, do you know what we should do in there? Why don't we go for a massive, button-tufted, gorgeous velvet wall, the whole blinking wall. I'm loving the idea of all of this pink. I think we should really balance it out carefully, and I think a great way of doing that is with silver. So let's find a sleigh bed that's already gorgeous, glossy silver, or ask our lovely Dave to paint something that we can find in silver for us.
Yeah, well, let's get rid of that and concentrate on Christian's room.
I think, because he likes to see, we should show him a way of being really elegant and coastal. Let's again work on the white backdrop. Let's go for loads of blue. Let's pull it all together with things that will remind him of his fondness for the beach. No, this is all very well, but it's not getting the baby bath. Let's find the team and get on with it. Come on.
Welcome, Colin and Justin, Extreme Hard Rock Edition.
Do you know, this is Christian's house, a homeowner and a dad who says he's ashamed to come home.
It's day one of the future. Ah, Christian, my man, how are you?
Good, guys. How are you?
Good. All the better for seeing you with your big one.
Absolutely. Now, I hope you're ingratiating yourself to our fabulous team, because these are the people that are going to take you from zero to hero.
Big picture living room. What we want to create in there is a gorgeous loft space.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Major demolition. This is like every guy's dream.
White flooring. Pure white timber painted flooring.
Beautiful.
We want leather sofas. Kind of American 50s, but without being too theme park.
Great. More mess. Story of my life. Good times and a mess. Right through it. I didn't expect this. It's a little overwhelming.
Popcorn ceilings are a no-go. Rip, baby, rip the guts out of us. Yay! Say no to popcorn. Don't do it, baby. Texture belongs on the cushions, on the bedding. Bye-bye, popcorn. Hello, fabulousness. Faster. Hard, attack!
Cheryl, for goodness sake. Oh. Anyway, darling.
Back to business.
Oh, back to business. Is it fair that any little girl should be living in a bedroom the color of stomach lining?
It's avocado barf.
Exactly. Well, it's about time we as a collective team changed it. We want drama, darling. Let's build out a padded, tufted wall, okay? Huge buttons going to go in right into the depth of it.
It's time to roll out the big guns.
What's your name? Broken?
Master bedroom. Christian's got a really big cock. I don't know if you've seen it. It's out here. I'll just get it. Christian's got this big... Well, it's his big cock art.
You want this put on the wall?
Yeah,
You want...
we want to give an extra kind of real dramatic edge to it, so we want to build a huge, big, chunky timber frame, yeah?
Safety first. Stick to the right. Come on, guy. Come on. Slackers.
Come on, Mr. C. Every time I see you in that outfit, I can't help but think you're about to go fly fishing.
It's my work outfit.
I kind of like it.
Anyway, Christian, because we're here to actually redesign your fabulous house and redesign you as well, we intend to strip you of your identity at the moment and dress you in something much more appropriate.
We want to show you that suburbs can be cool. We want to reinvent the whole idea for you and create urban suburban. You know what's happening downstairs, and you know what's going to happen in Tegan's room, but we want to keep an element of privacy here. So this room is now utterly out of bounds. So you can slip into that, and at some point, when we're quite finished and we've quite decided we're ready, we'll allow you back into your bedroom.
Set the tape, Barney, you be on the ladder. Pull that side up.
Framing has been started. Drywall is going up. Taping, mudding, sanding, that's going to happen today. We're also building a bulkhead in Tegan's room. We're having someone come in to template it for the padded headboard. I actually want all of the painting to be done.
This is actually my apartment for now. On the days that I have Tegan, I'm staying at a hotel because I got a pool, and kids eat for free, and that's kind of neat.
No more. Oh. Too much.
I get the job of, hey, buddy, you want to hand me that thing over there? They see me as having a lot of what they call soft skills. Chief broom.
I wouldn't ask if you weren't so damn good at it.
If they need something swept up, I know where I'm the broom guy. And if they want coffee, cream, milk, coffee, I got it. That's what keeps the guys going and motivated. So I'm basically the glue that keeps the team together.
I got it. It's all guts, no glory on this end. It's hard work.
Okay, I want to show you the fireplace.
Now,
And get your approval.
Remember the description of the fireplace was...
Yes,
Wait,
an
hold on, let me
insert.
think about this. Minimalist, modernist, plasma fantasy, scaled down, pared down, absolutely streamlined, gorgeous, modern, fantastic.
Ta-da! Ta-da! Look, it has a mirror on the back.
Nice.
Yep. Are you super loving it yet?
I don't feel very warm. Baby,
It's not on.
it's horrid. Look, it's full of plastic holes. It's got this hideous photograph of a brick wall. This isn't real bad taste, baby. This is a photograph, a facsimile, a replicant of a bad taste fireplace. Take it back.
The only way to be sure that we're not going to be using this.
No, Dominique, you get a refund.
No,
Don't break it, don't break it, don't break it, don't break it. No.
I can't
No,
return it.
no.
Don't.
Put it in the
Baby,
skip.
no.
It's not in a
Calm in the house,
project.
calm in the house.
This won't be
How
in
much
the
was
review.
it?
$1,000.
Well, it looks as if it cost $50.
Right, no, listen,
That's not my fault.
Don't
Who
panic.
chose that?
Nobody.
You chose it.
Rubbish.
Rubbish.
Rubbish, Cheryl. Now, you know that, Angel.
Lesson 1 at the Colin and Justin Design School is how can we take your penchant for things from the past and incorporate them in your fabulous new home for the future. There's a lot of good taste in the 50s, but there was bad taste at every decade, you know, and I think the difference that we have to try and teach Christian is about what to love and what to let go of. Isn't it nice to get away from a building site and come somewhere quite glamorous? I think we need this.
About the 1950s that you really like, Christian?
You know what it is for me? It's a happy time.
All of these things were about comfort and feeling excited, relaxed, and energized. What do you like best?
I like these. I like these ice cream cones. You gotta give me this. A replica of a dinner tray from Sing Sing.
Oh, this is so funny. And then that would be it once. Baby, that's a one-joke tray.
The gimmicks are the things that Christian was looking at. We were taking him into a shop with beautiful things, and he was going to a barbecue lamp for $40. No, that's back to the tag
It
again.
looks like a crock pot with legs.
What do you think of this lamp?
I hate that more than life itself.
Really?
No, it's too much of a statement. Just because it's from a particular period doesn't make it good.
I like these.
What's to like, do you know?
I know it's kind of beat up, but if it was in better shape.
Oh my goodness, I've just realized something. You've got time-traveling bad taste.
I love the pop of that orange over there. That big, kind of gorgeous Hermes orange.
Simplicity is its strength, and that's what will future-proof it.
These are quite cool.
I like these.
Yeah, these are cool.
Are they comfy?
They are. I had a little sit in these already.
Sometimes all it takes is, because you're looking this way, you just need someone to just take you and make you look that way. And you go, oh.
Do you like this, Christian?
Hey, now that's cool. Now, if this was like a different color, I would like that. That's where my eye would go.
What color would you go for?
I go like red.
We're going to add red furniture. He doesn't know that. We've got 2 gorgeous red sofas. And we asked him if he liked red leather, and he said he loves it. So we're kind of singing from the same 1950s songbook. Aww.
I got it.
Well, I don't have internet right now. Apparently it's down, I'm not connected, and I'm supposed to look for a fireplace. This was supposed to be my only source to get this done. Nothing here. So I have to walk around the neighborhood, looking and looking and looking. I don't have passwords to everybody else's internet. Okay, maybe here. So here I am having to stoop to the lowest of low, ask a neighbor. Excuse me, I'm just trying to get internet connection because obviously we're doing a renovation and the power's out. So I was just wondering if maybe I could use yours. Yeah, you sure? I'm sorry. Thank you so much. I like the suburbs because everybody's so nice. In Toronto, this would never happen. Awesome, perfect. That would work, but it's small, huh? It's got rocks. Looks like a plasma. That might work.
Is she as gorgeous in the flesh as she was when we saw footage? Oh, she's even prettier.
Hello.
Take in. Listen, guys, we've had a wander around the house, and Colin and I kind of noticed one thing. As much as obviously she's a massive part of your life, as she should be, there's not a lot of evidence in the house of her being there. So we're trying to come up with a really clever idea
We want to celebrate the future. You know, it'd be nice to get some snaps of you, of Tegan, even get the dog in there as well, get Ada in there as well. Do some snaps and try and turn them into some fantastic kind of pop art installation.
There you go.
Teeth and talent, Tegan. Remember the 2 T's.
There you go.
Look at my big comedy shoes, silly Billy shoes.
Hair Brett's at the moment. You know, this isn't working, just
smile, Tegan. Your hands over her ears.
You guys gonna cover therapy for my child later?
Did we get any pictures?
Yeah, you know what?
That's pre-fear.
That's just as the tears are shining.
I got one actually that might work here.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
We took that at the cottage 2 weekends ago.
Oh my gosh, she looks fabulous.
She's stunning. She's a gorgeous little girl.
We've done so much to get ahead. This bedroom has been painted. I'm working on the band details. As per Justin and Colin's brief, they wanted a white floor. So we got them a white floor. It happened overnight. But wait, look. So, hi.
Hi, Cheryl.
Hi, Christian.
What's going on here? That's a pretty,
Pretty white.
pretty white corner.
What do you think?
And white seems to show a lot of mess.
I kind of
That
feel like
just-
Colin and Justin are trying to change your ways. And
Yeah, I
maybe
think
they're
so.
doing it in the very extreme way.
A clean slate was the whole idea.
Yeah, I kind of understand how you feel. I'm a bit shocked.
You know what? I'm gonna have to get slippers.
Now you're getting it.
I don't know if I'm a slippers kind of guy. You know what it is? It's responsibility. If you have white floors, you're responsible for keeping those floors white and clean. I guess it's time. I guess it's time now. Ha ha! Hear that, street? I got white floors.
Seamless entrance and loads of space.
Blimey.
Oh, meanwhile, that's exactly what we were hoping for. The red impact it is. It's the Marilyn Monroe lip
I know, it's
on
incredible.
the pale face, isn't it? You're getting that kind of like localized impact zone, which is the kitchen. I love it.
Lighting. These lights here are all on independent switches. Oh, God, this is awesome.
Right, so we need the appliances to come in,
Yep.
floors down. We started off this focal point wall.
I'll tell you what another really good aspect of this room is now that it's been changed. The fact that you can get a normal-sized dining table, and previously it was either shoved against the wall down there, or if you remember,
there
there
were
was a
two.
small circular dining table in this kitchen area. Although the floor size hasn't actually increased, the usable floor size has increased dramatically.
Now, I found Mr. Christian. Get in here, Christian, because I know you've been concerned about the amount of white in this room. Is this true?
Here's the thing, though. I live with a 3-year-old who makes a very big mess, and a dog.
You have to ask yourself, you know, if the fact that you've had this kind of tardy attitude to your home has got it into the condition that it was in before. This is not about us just coming in and doing what you want us to do. It's about a change of circumstance.
Right.
And we are changing you as
Here's-
much as we're changing your house.
I'm not just gonna be cleaning up after a cocktail party. This is gonna be like day-to-day, paper mache, crayons.
Okay.
Have you ever seen chalk when it gets wet?
Yeah. Okay, listen,
Like-
I don't want to fall out with this, Christian.
Okay.
I don't want to fall out with this. But do you consider yourself to be a responsible dad?
Yes.
Therefore, you want your daughter to grow up in a clean house?
Yes.
Okay. If you've got a house that was as unruly and out of control as yours was, you can't see the dirt. We've made, or we're trying, and now you're grumbling, but we've made your home as gorgeous as we possibly can. And it's not fair for you to start criticizing everything before we've finished.
I mean, you gotta understand.
I do
It's
understand.
a little overwhelming.
You've got to live with it, Christian, because we know best. Simple, fact, hard matter.
Okay. It's gonna take a while for it to sink in. You know what? I'm obsessing. I'm gonna wait till it all comes together. That's just one piece of the puzzle, isn't it?
Hey, Garrison.
Hiya, Garrison. How are you? Now, this looks good. And I think once we get a really big headboard in here, so really playing with the scale in a small space, I think that's all this room needs, and that's when the colour's going to come into play. We'll get that hot pink in. So we look at this off-limits room. The colour is fantastic, isn't it?
However, there's not a straight line, Colin. It looks like it's been done by a painter wearing boxing gloves. These boxy rooms are traditionally without any period features. There's nothing much here to make them come to life. One way of making it a bit more exciting than normal is just to do this. Do you know, it's a really simple detail that adds a little bit of punch and personality, but it's got to be right. It's so got to be right. We will not, under any circumstances, settle for anything less than second best.
Anything less than best?
Anything less than second best.
Anything less than second
Well, you
best?
knew what I meant.
Anything less than second best?
Anything less than
We won't
first
settle for
best.
second best.
Well, boys, yesterday I just wanted to let you know I could not find internet anywhere. I had to roam the streets of Oakville to find internet. And you know what? I was lucky because the neighbors let me in their house. Thank you so much. And you guys should check it out.
Why was it like?
Because it's all open plan.
Well, Christian, this will probably seem like a really odd one to take you pretty locally for another one of our fabulous Colin and Justin designer inspiration visits. In fact, so local that we don't even need a car.
Just one foot in front of the other.
This time we're going to go and see your neighbours.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, hello there. You're Ivana, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
I am Colin. Nice to see you. Now, Christian, isn't this just a perfect example of how in some estates all the houses can look the same from the outside? You know, a little bit kind of cookie cutter, but actually inside are all completely different.
I do love this open plan. Like, I've got to say, though, that wagon wheel is inexcusable. It does look fabulous, though, what you've done here. Completely and utterly open plan, really capitalising on the space. Splash of colour over there, extra bit of texture. Loving this. Do you like the telly on the wall?
I do. I really do. I mean, living next to this, these guys are always doing something to their home. I saw this place and I thought, this is what I want to do. I want to open up my space, but just where to start and how to start it.
Isn't it refreshing to see something like this, even if it isn't our taste, that's been worked to suit the lifestyle of the family that live here?
Look at her floor.
It's nice.
It's not white.
Can I ask you a question? Do you have children?
Yes, I do.
Oh, that's fabulous, because Christian said to us, you can't keep a tidy house and have children. You've got to accept that you have dirty things.
Look at those surfaces.
Immaculate, Christian. Spotless.
Okay, Ivana, we're gonna go. Thank you for having us in your house.
I'm kind of going off him a little bit now. It's just because you're a lovely man and you're lucky enough to have a nice daughter and a beautiful dog that people let you away with your nonsense.
Bye, Ivana.
Thank you for your time, Ivana.
Well, this used to be my garage. I have my Vespa. I covered it up because all these guys are drooling over it. And then I just jammed everything back here. Sporting equipment, subwoofer, old cash registers. This was Tegan's room, and then it became my office. But now it's not my office. Basically, it's just a gallery of clutter.
What we did notice with your house was that most of the things in there were obviously things that you'd gathered along the way, and they probably all had lots of sentimental value. Lots of really good things, but they were all crushed in and they were all competing for space. Now, if you follow us up the stairs here, and I want to show you kind of an observation of what your house was actually doing. There's an area that is absolutely crammed full of things, and it is like an explosion in a curio shop.
Yeah, I like
Your
that.
eye does not know where to go. Is it the bed? Is it the print? Is it the sofa? Is it the chair?
Wait right here. I found something.
This will be good.
See,
Right,
but I went
stop right now.
looking for, I went and I found it, and I'm like, that's cool.
What's cool about it?
It's a wood car. See, I would take this little orphan thing, and I would give it a home.
Promise us, Christian, please, after we leave, you don't come back here and buy this.
But see what you've just done with that right there?
Yeah.
You could get away with that.
Well, see, that's what I was thinking.
You could get, but what you, but then,
I like coming to places
unfortunately,
like
what
this.
Christian would then do
Yeah.
you would then do this.
And that's wrong. Yeah, what I'd be inclined to do, rather than put that kind of reddy brown car on a reddy brown table, is look for a little bit of designer pop and contrast and play it against somewhere where you can actually see some tonal contrast. Instantly, that looks better, but there's no reason why you can't have some of your gorgeous things, but having a better backdrop to display them against will always make them look better. For me, it's more important to make a statement with one good piece or two good pieces, rather than every single solitary thing that I've ever pulled out of a skip or a dumpster dive in my life.
It was cool when we were back in theater school and we lived in the big warehouses and stuff, but it's time to grow up. Awesome.
Oh, look at that.
Woo-hoo-hoo. Look.
It's pink.
It's like the cockpit of a plane. Woo! So shiny. Wow, so that's the freezer down there. I love you. And I will call you Friggy.
We've just seen a weather forecast for tomorrow, 37, possibly even 38.
Everyone's been working really hard, and now it's time to cool down a bit.
So hot. I feel like I'm just dragging my feet.
Now I'm gonna go turn on the hose once it gets up. The circus is in town! Woo!
How much must his neighbours hate him when he inflates his big thing in the front garden?
Can I just say, this is actually my favourite day. It's the dressing day, you know what they say? You can't have a salad without the dressing, and you can't have a home without some fabulous accessories.
We've done something rather cunning. We found sofas which we absolutely loved in town, but they were $5,500 each. So we did a sketch inspired by those sofas. We didn't copy them, and for precisely 1/5 of the price, we've had two similar leather sofas made, and these, in that room, are going to be the icing on the designer Colin and Justin and Cheryl cake. So here, the fireplace, Cheryl. Now this looks more like a...
So is the frame?
It's more the coals and all that.
Coals? Well, remember, what did you ask for? Remember?
Pebble stack. That's more like a gorgeous Cheryl. The first fireplace that came here was nothing short of an abomination.
You got retouched? No, don't break it, don't break it.
What we wanted was a fireplace that had a pebble stack. The problem that we have is that most of those fireplaces are gas fireplaces. Stop this. Most of those fireplaces are gas fireplaces.
Gas!
Listen, Colin, you know about that. You're full of hot air. You can't settle for stuff that falls apart in terms of the final vision. Every little bit must be right. Meanwhile, Cheryl, today looking remarkably female.
Victoria Beckham, all over this.
Mind you, the big shoulders are the giveaway, and that 9 o'clock stubble just round about there.
Talk about the ultimate design feature. Now, you know, designers are always talking about texture on the walls. Beat this.
This is one of our big accents. The killer headboard adds the drama. It's the punch, it's the personality that will really underpin the entire look.
Top designer tip. If anyone's planning to design a kind of maximum security kind of facility for slightly deranged gay people, this is the route to take, okay? Do you know, I mean, I hope you agree with me, Justin. I don't think this is right for the room. I don't like the speckled kind of top on that.
Ideal situation is we get another one.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, no, let me finish. Ideal situation is that we get another one. Let me finish. Try and find something else.
What is so wrong with the table?
Colin, not to try and be as dramatic.
It would do you a lot of good to not be as dramatic.
Stop with the
Coming
gay
from
drama.
you. Drama,
Stop
bloody
with the drama.
the Bette Davis of design. Body language.
What is it? Do you hate this shape?
Yes.
Would you rather have something rectangular?
Yes.
Can we still go with a light top?
I don't like it, but if it's the only thing we can get, I think we should go with it. But I'm with Colin. I think we should try and find a replacement.
It has to be more of a rectangular shape. It can't be oval, it can't be round, it has to be rectangular.
Right, Christian, let's whisk you away from all of this woodwork.
Yeah.
Because I think it's time for another Colin and Justin design list.
Oh, it's
funny being with a man on wheels, isn't it?
I think it's a good way to start the day, Colin. Another good way to start the day is with an observation of what we reckon Christian was missing from your home. Your living room particularly had no focal point whatsoever, and every room needs something to draw the eye as soon as you get in there.
Now, Christian, focal points. Now, just have a look at this little space here. Now, that sideboard, believe it or not, is the focal point of that space.
Not the chandelier.
Not the chandelier. Designers will use an impressive piece of furniture like that, 2 lamps either side for a symmetrical approach, and then everything is balanced from that.
A focal point is the one thing, whatever you choose, that draws your eye the minute you go into a room. And it just attaches you and introduces you to other elements in the room.
Look at this. This has a focal point. The focal point is the piece of art. You know, it's bang on in the center of the space, and then everything is dressed onto that.
If we could show you what you're missing by showing you something utterly gorgeous, then you might get the message.
Yeah.
Let's go upstairs.
Let's do it.
All right. Thank you.
I want you to walk into this room and think impact, okay? Are you thinking impact?
Thinking impact.
How
Is
about
there
that?
any impact in this room anywhere?
Yes.
Where?
The hot chick by the mirror.
The hot chick by the mirror. Hello, hot chick by the mirror. Morning.
Yeah.
What happened? You walked into this space, okay?
Yeah.
And you were immediately drawn to one focal point feature, a strong influence.
You can change it, and you can undermine it by adding too many things of a similar nature. Shall we bring in another gorgeous creature
Where's
for you?
accessory number 2?
Look at that.
Now, looking for Christian, you've gone all quiet on me, darling. Your cheesy grin. Look at those cheeks.
Look what we did for you, baby. They're rather nice, aren't they?
Yep. Now, can we have another accessory? Where's number 3?
Look what we bring for you, Christian. Oh, yeah, baby.
Yeah, but you know, sometimes too much of a good thing can be just too much.
Yeah.
Where's our next accessory? Can we have another one?
There's more?
Everyone as gorgeous as the rest. Next accessory, please.
It's my birthday. It's...
Oh, look, baby.
Hi.
Where's our final piece to complete the set?
Wow.
You can imagine if we built this up and up and up and up and up until we had this room so crammed to such a point that there's no room to breathe, then the individual beauty of each of these women would be undermined.
See, now you guys are making sense.
Christian, it's that time in the day. One day before the reveal, when we hand back your property, where we get to say, the house isn't finished, but you are.
How are you feeling at this moment?
There's a whole basket of emotions. I'm excited, but I'm exhausted.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to the future.
Well, good. Well, the future starts tomorrow, and we need some space for our finishing touches today. So you can go.
You're bored
We'll see
of
you
me?
back here tomorrow. No,
But-
we're not both of you. There's a but, baby.
You can come back without
Your
your
t-shirt.
t-shirt tomorrow because we reckon you have learned. You've been a fabulous pupil in the corrective court of Colin and Justin Inc. And we feel that tomorrow you should come dressed as yourself rather than our urban suburban.
Do we have a gorgeous table? Is it white?
It's white-ish.
It's better than the other one.
Has it got a leaf on it, Cheryl?
Yes.
Make it longer.
Yes. Okay, wait. Don't superheat it yet. Let's just try it.
The table's not right. Let's just pick our battles and let that go.
Do you know, that's a very, very fair thing to say. And I suppose of the choice of the 2 tables that are here, it's like one of those choices, isn't it? Would you like to be stabbed or shot? It's not really an answer, is there?
Would you like to have a fat boyfriend, Colin? His diet pills haven't been taken today. I could go up a dress size in 5 minutes flat.
Justin's diet pills have melted tonight. Now, if you notice in this room, this is very much a white and red room, and red really is the dominant colour. Punch, power, and pop. But look again. And you'll see that actually there is no red on the walls at all. We have not used paint to add the punch. Actually, we've used elements like soft furnishings, the kitchen cabinets, which really pop out. Finally, the colour comes from the accessories and, of course, from the artworks.
Exactly. Now, talking of that artwork, I absolutely love that. Now, we sent these to a specialist pop art picture maker. It's a really simple thing to do. The image is manipulated and the colour scheme is created to match exactly that which you want.
Indeed, and speaking of art, why not do what art galleries actually do? They celebrate the individual beauty of each item. They pop them on a pedestal. Now, the space is as important as the item on the shelf.
Now, by Christian's own admissions, this bedroom was, well, let's just say, frat boy squalor. It just didn't work at all. So we decided to grow it up and give him a Hamptons-inspired hotel room. Blue and white, my favourite. But the one thing that you should really remember to do is bring it together with softer, natural tones, like the timber here, some greenery, and then the seagrass rug, which really ties the whole look together.
Now, in this room, the colour on the walls is actually quite muted because parents, they forget that kids have to sleep here as well. So sure, have punchy colours, you know, that adds energy. But when it comes to the evening, you know, we've got to tone things down. Lots of nice little lamps dotted around so that we can change the mood in here and lovely Tegan can sleep sweetly. You ready?
Yeah. Oh my God! Oh my This is not the place that I've been living in the last 2 years at all.
Remember the lessons? Like the room's got a focal point, TV,
It's got a fireplace!
It's got a fireplace.
We needed this room to have something where the eye would go, it would centre the look, draw the whole scheme together.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Point number 2 was obviously bringing Tegan into the room, you know, but not in a kind of like big, kind of fluffy nursery way.
Yeah.
Properly. Great family snaps, you know, even Tegan's artwork contributing to the design.
You're trike.
No. It looks
It
great.
looks awesome in here. It matches.
And point number 3 for us was we wanted you to have a living room and kitchen and diner that had a feel of the 1950s, but without being too thematic.
You know, and this still feels quite 50s, doesn't it?
does.
Are you okay with the white floor?
I am, actually. I've been giving it a lot of thought, and I know I'm going to obsess, and I'm going to have to keep it clean. If there's a speck of dirt on it,
Don't you worry about it. Color-coded. Color-coded, darling.
See the curtains? Well, how about if I showed you the remote control?
No! No way! I don't have to leave the kitchen to open the curtains.
This kitchen is actually built in Canada. This isn't just an off-the-shelf affair. This was bespoke tailored, and it's got pretty much everything you'll ever need in here.
Wow. Never had a place to eat with Tegan before. This is great. Thank you. It's really, it's a lot to take in, and just even the pictures of Tegan and I, that's like, it's just so nice. I feel like this is where I live.
Should we go and get Tegan and have a look at Tegan's room?
Yeah.
Are you ready for that?
Yeah. Okay. Whoa! Look at your room. Do you like it? You do?
You do?
She's really shy. That's cool. Yeah. Wow. This is neat, huh? There you go. Guys, this is gorgeous. I'm freaked out over this. Is awesome. You're the only 3-year-old I know with a chandelier, Tegan.
Well, we won't be needing this anymore, because Surf's Up on your new beach-inspired bedroom.
No kidding.
We took you to the Hamptons, honey, for this one.
Exactly. You're a class act, Christian. He doesn't have to be bloody boards and burgers. And of course, your artwork, Christian. Pride of
Oh my God! I would have never, ever put myself in a room like this, but now that it's here, I'm like, I love it. I really love it.
It's slightly more restrained. It's a bit more grown up in a lot of ways.
Is it too grown up?
I don't think it is too grown up.
I don't think so either.
So, Christian, have you learned anything over the last week?
I've learned a lot, and I'm sure there's more to come. It's been a voyage. I mean, there's been a lot of letting go.
You've been rehabilitated,
I have.
and you've become a new creature. You are urban, suburban. And, we can give you your home keys back.
My keys!
We have restored Christian's sanity.
It's amazing. They've managed to capture all the things I wanted. Like, I'm on this really incredible high. I'm sorry about the tears, but it's just, they're tears of joy. I feel really free and excited. This is, it's huge.
What an amazing project to tackle, and what a fantastic result at the end.
Absolutely, and at the same time, I think Colin and Justin made the transition from designers to dudes.
Yay, Surf's Up, guys.